যদি সবাই ফিরে যায়, ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা সবাই ফিরে যায়, যদি গহন পথে যাওয়ার কালে কেউ ফিরে না যায়, তবে পথের কাটা তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলরে, তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলরে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে। যদি আলো না ধরে, ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা আলো না ধরে, যদি ঝড় বাদলে আধার রাতে দুয়ার দেয় ঘরে, তবে বজ্রানলে আপন বুকের পাঁজর জ্বালিয়ে নিয়ে একলা চলো রে, আপন বুকের পাঁজর জ্বালিয়ে নিয়ে একলা চলো রে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে। একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো রে।
Hi guys, thank you for joining the live stream. I hope the audio is coming fine. Today we will have our guests Anand hopefully with us, and as well as Skanda from Karnataka, and a few bros from our CSK Vanguard project will also join to discuss the infra aspect of Bengal. So the core discussion today is going to be around politics of Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, a bit of a rundown on the history of Karnataka politics, and then Annamalai leaving BJP, what are its impacts, etc. But as usual, in the beginning, we will just skim through a bit of Bengal politics because it's relevant for us. Now, 2-3 more significant things have happened today as well. In amidst, of course, a bunch of insanely significant things that would have been, let's say, considered to be insanely significant up until even 2 months back, but are sort of mundane because they are happening in such high numbers every day from morning till night. Yeah, Anand is here as well. So, one of the key things that happened today was that the former mayor of Bidhannagar, for those of you all who don't know, the non-Bengalis here, if you all are a tech bro, you all probably will know that the IT hub of Kolkata is not exactly in Kolkata. It's in it used to be on the outskirts of Kolkata. Now it's a developed city of its own. It's called Salt Lake, and the first mayor of Salt Lake, who was now the chairman of the municipal council, okay, chairman of the council of municipal councillors, etc. in Bidhannagar, he got arrested today. Not only did he get arrested, the main issue is that you all know that egg therapy is going on. Wherever any Trinamool guy is getting arrested, they are getting egged on their shirts, their faces, etc. Sometimes rotten, sometimes not. Oh yes, Rishabh, do join for the infra discussion, okay? Right after this, okay? Yeah, after they are done discussing Karnataka politics and Tamil Nadu's politics specifically, when we specifically get into infra discussion, do join in. So, egg therapy is going on. People are getting eggs thrown at them, but today, Sabyasachi Dutta, this person, he got egged on the way to the court, then on the way back from the court. But he was thrown a mixture of bananas, rotten bananas, tomatoes, and eggs by some people, and some other people simply brought gobar with them, cow dung with them, and that was also thrown on them. And the police obviously got a bunch of it on their shirts as well. It's not like no police officer deserves this. We can only hope that the police officers that got egg and gobar on them today did not deserve it. But that was pretty crazy. And Sabyasachi Dutta joined BJP for about 5 minutes in 2021 and is as scoundrel as a Trinamooli can get. His choice of words, his line of thinking, his worldview, all of that signals The usual Trinamooli bad behavior. Wait, ex MLA or MP. I don't know. Ex MLA probably, definitely not MP. I think. Uh, so he was looking very, very helpless, vulnerable, flabbergasted. Okay, I like that look on his face. That's one Bengal update. The other Bengal update is Arup Biswas is missing mysteriously, and nobody knows where he is. And the police is apparently looking for him frantically. Although up until yesterday, everyone was waiting for Arup to show up for his summons. He was given a deadline of afternoon yesterday. If he did not show up until 12, 2 or 4, some specific deadline, then some stricter punishment would befall him. Then he doesn't show up. But by the afternoon, a lot of police officers, and I think especially ED, was at his place because of another case involving his brother Sharup Biswas. And after that, there was a complete blackout of coverage from news channels as well. Mysteriously, they simply stopped covering Arup Biswas, and they simply uh, conveniently forgot that wait, Arup was supposed to show up for the summons. If he didn't show up, he was supposed to get arrested probably from his home. So there was complete news blackout from afternoon onwards. And today morning, I wake up to find that okay, Arup Biswas is absconding apparently. So we don't know what happened there. My speculation, my tinfoil hat conspiracy theory speculation would be that these people obviously have hundreds of crores of black money. Doesn't take much to pay 10, 15 crores to 4 or 5 people around you and escape for a while, and maybe he'll later get arrested from a Nepal border or something. Nepal border, Bangladesh border somewhere. But 10, 15 crores for 5 people for one last chance to get away, because he seems really, really, really desperate to get away. And Swarup would have done it too, but out of the blue, one fine evening, that molestation case comes in for Swarup, and he gets arrested, and he was kind of caught off guard, and that's why he got arrested. But Arup has had time. He has been pushing his luck with BJP since before the elections. He goes on pushing, and he asked for protection from the courts as well. They denied it. His last ditch effort was, let's just pay 10, 15 crore rupees to somebody, maybe even less, maybe. And those people who probably helped him escape, if they get fired, it doesn't matter to them. They know they wouldn't have been able to make that kind of money legally in their entire careers anyway. So entire West Bengal today is practically Breaking Bad last season going on. Okay, the fall of the empire, everybody getting arrested here and there, everybody living in makeshift momentary safe houses, planning their how to fake their death, and going somewhere with a completely new identity, calling up those sorts of people who can give you a new identity somewhere else. That stuff is going on here. Everyone in West Bengal, all the Trinamolis are behaving like Walter White today. Not all of them have the money or the wealth of Walter White, obviously. That's why a lot of them are screwed. But Arup Biswas, excuse me, absconding has disappointed me to a large extent. And the other main thing that happened is that CID today, West Bengal Police's CID, went to the party office at Mamata Banerjee's house, or near her house. That's one of the main party offices of Trinamool Congress at Kalighat itself. And out of all people, Trinamool's, I think, legal cell's head, Subhashi Chakraborty, former Rajya Sabha MP, the guy who was caught on camera saying that in these booths, do not let Hindus vote. Okay, his name is Subhashi Chakraborty, and he was caught on camera saying, do not let Hindus vote in these specific constituencies. Okay, in 2021 or 2024. This time also he was a candidate from Behala East, and he lost. That guy comes out and says, I'm not an official representative of the party. I'm not representing Mamata Banerjee, nor am I the security guard here. I'm just a volunteer for this party. And all I'm saying is, he says to CID, the person who owns this building or this party office, he's not here, because the CID reached there with sort of a letter from Abhishek Banerjee, because the addresses for these two party offices, okay, one in Kamak Street, that's allegedly run by Abhishek, and the other in Kalighat, the one run by Mamata, allegedly. These two party offices, the addresses for these two came up in that ongoing investigation of signature forgery done by Abhishek. allegedly. So in that regard, the CID went to Mumtaz party office in Kalighat, and Subhash Chakraborty says, let them come back from Delhi and then y'all can enter. All I'm asking for is 2 days, because Mamta and Abhishek both are in Delhi right now. Excuse me. Now, after a lot of back and forth, CID asking for clarification that, okay, are you really preventing us from entering the premises? Then another elderly gentleman comes in his late 50s and stuff. He also tries to make a case that no, you all can't really enter, but he says this exactly like this because he's obviously shit scared out of his balls. And then the CID guys ask the commissioner to come in, and commissioner comes and talks to that guy politely as well, and says, but why won't you let them enter? And he says, no, I'm not saying you can't enter. All I'm saying is all I'm asking for is just 2 days. So there was some verbal ambiguity being depended upon by Trinamool to not let them enter, and in the end CID enters both those premises. So let's see what they find. I will have the ABP Anando open here, and now we will get into Karnataka Tamil Nadu politics discussion. If our CSK Vanguard bros also want to join, they are welcome to. I've sent them the link, and then we will discuss just infrastructure of Karnataka Tamil Nadu. First, we have Skanda from Karnataka. Hello, Skanda. Can't you turn your camera on? Are we going to do this in the amateur way? Oh, thank God. So, for your info, the rest of the people here, guys, I went to Bangalore recently on my way to a friend's wedding in Tamil Nadu, and so I met up with Skanda, and we had a great discussion about Karnataka politics. And although I wasn't very sober at that point, even then we had a great discussion, and I was absolutely planning to shoot a podcast right there at my brother's place with him. But just because I was not sober enough for it, I could not do it. But that's what we are going to continue today, that discussion. The discussion started with me asking him, how did Congress manage to scrape through, or did they scrape through? What are the dynamics like? Is BJP and Congress neck and neck in Karnataka? And he gave me some fascinating info. So, Skanda, let's start from there. Is BJP and Congress neck and neck in Karnataka? Educate us, North Indians, on southern politics.
You are not North Indian. You are from eastern part. Anyway, so the day we met CSK, as you recall, I was saying whatever we discuss will be null tomorrow, because that was the night the CM, I think, gave resignation on that day or the next day. He gave the resignation on the next day. So basically, Congress and BJP are two different beasts in Karnataka. So Congress performs the best in assembly elections. Every time it will start with 65 or 68 seats. At the lowest, we have 224 seats. So Congress starts with 65 or 68 seats. They have the best candidates for every assembly constituency almost, except for 30-40, which BJP has the strongest candidates in. So BJP does its best in parliamentary elections because Congress leaders are not interested to participate in the parliamentary elections. They don't want to go to parliament and speak in Hindi, English, and all. They just want to stay in Karnataka. And also, they have another context is in Karnataka they can make more money than working in the national capital, unless they are central ministers or so. Congress anyway cannot make central ministers of any of its leaders as of now. So Congress leaders are least bothered about parliamentary election. BJP doesn't do well at all in assembly elections. The highest they reached up to is 108 or 110. 110 in 2008 when there was absolute Yediyurappa wave, not BJP wave. The majority mark was 113 or 114 in our state. So they couldn't reach. They have not reached it till today. Until I don't know about 2028 elections. Till today, they have not reached the majority mark. They will come near to it. They cannot cross it. They come near to it, and then with the help of independents, they will form a government. So last time when Congress won, Congress didn't scrape through. We all know that Congress was going to do well. We didn't expect the seat numbers to be 135 or 135. We thought it will stop at 120 or something like that. But it managed to go 135 because of those useless 5 socialist absolute mindfucking promises, which everyone wants to somehow replicate it, even though those things were there in other South Indian states, especially Tamil Nadu, in one under some Tamil name. Karnataka's became the most popular one. Everyone is emulating that. That is the sad part which happened due to the 2023 elections. That was the reason they got 15 or 20 additional seats. The other 110 and 120 seats were because of the BJP's inability to give a stable government in Karnataka. So BJP had 8 years of government. When I say BJP's government, I mean the chief minister is from BJP, not the other times where they were in alliance and they were DCM and all. So BJP had 8 years of absolute government, and in that, believe it or not, they had 3 plus 4 chief minister. In that, one person has taken oath 4 times. This is the inability they have. This is the level of their fucking inability to create to maintain a government in Karnataka. And on the top of it, they made a socialist named B.R. Bommai, S.R. Bommai, Basuraj Bommai. Basuraj Bommai is our last chief minister. He was the last BJP chief minister. From 2021 to 2023, he had 2 years of governance. He was a socialist. He came from some socialist party, Janata Dal, or some with some suffix. They had made him the chief minister of Karnataka just because his father was also chief minister, and because he changed parties 2-3 times. He had more ministerial experience than anyone in BJP, and he was the blue-eyed boy of Yediyurappa. And also he belonged to the dominant caste called Lingayats, who amount to 16 or 18% of our votes. So simply they made him. This guy's, how to say it? He is like, if a mosquito sits on his shoulder, he will let the mosquito to suck his blood. He will not beat it. He's that kind of non-violence. Gandhi, bro.
Oh.
Gandhi.
What are the main dominant castes in Karnataka? Lingayat, Gondar, these only.
Gondar, I think it's Tamil Nadu caste. Lingayats and Vokkaligas. Vokkaligas have the surname as Gaudas. So these are 2 dominant castes. They make up 31 or 32% of the votes. And Vokkaligas have another advantage. They were always in the rich region of the southern Karnataka. So they have insane amount of generational wealth. And when the IT boom happened, it happened under Vokkaliga CM. So they were the first ones to enter into real estate, not into the IT business, real estate, and they made insane amount of money creating SEZs. So they will be the owners or maintenance party of the SEZs, and IT companies will have to operate in that. So they had made insane amount of money. So, and they were lucky enough, and also they were very, they had very good, what to say, conscience right before the pre-independence time also. So the king who was ruling Karnataka, the southern part of Karnataka, he was a benevolent monarch, which Hindu nationalists would absolutely love of. Whatever people were asking, he was doing it. Believe it or not, he has mortgaged his assets to build a dam back in 1920s or 1930s. The dam is still functional in southern part of Karnataka. Northern Karnataka people were not were under Nizams who were secular. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Yeah. This guy was Hindu, and he did absolutely everything. In the 1920s, people asked, give us some representation. Believe it or not, he created the Karnataka Legislative Council back at that time. Mysore Legislative Council, which is functional even today under democracy. Now it is Karnataka Legislative Council. And apart from that, because of this kind of things, southern Karnataka people were already richer. Their GDP was higher than the rest of the 2 parts of Karnataka combined. So this they leveraged. And apart the IT boom, they were the ones who got insanely they got most benefits out of, and they are actually the dominant caste. Lingayats are good in numbers, but their wealth is nowhere near to Vokkaligas.
Shetty is a caste.
Their castes, they're called as bunts, BUNTS. Their castes, but they're only in you can trace their origins to 2 or 3 districts of Karnataka. Now they have spread out because they were in hotel business, so they have spread out everywhere. If there are any Udupi hotels in Kolkata also, there is a probability that some Shettis or some Brahmin from that region might be the owner of it. Some other castes also do, but these two are the more dominant owners of that. But their number is not that much. No Shetty has become the CM of Karnataka. I don't think I don't know if Rishabh Shetty creates a party and becomes the chief minister with support of other castes in 2040, 2040. But
Rakshit Shetty as deputy CM and Rajvi Shetty as police minister. Those three friends need to run everything together. So, how is Congress doing now, and what are their chances in the next elections?
Until Sidramaya didn't give a fuck about anything. He was 78 or 79 years old. So he just wanted to go down as the socialist leader who was above all the castes and all. And he had his own, coalition of castes similar to PDA called Ahinda here. Alpasankyatru, Hindudidavaru, Dalitru. Alpasankyatru is desert homies. Hindudidavaru is backward caste. And Dalits are, obviously, that's a Sanskrit word or Hindi word. Same thing here also. So he was mainly concentrated on that, and he was interested in getting them social justice by the way of freebies or welfare schemes. He did it in 5 years. He got 5 years of complete complete control of the government, because from 2013 he was made chief minister. 2014 UPA goes out of power in center. So in state, they can't enforce anything on him. So he got 4 years of complete control. As much as possible, he had got complete control, and he did so many things back then. But again, he gave a disciplined government compared to Yediyurappa's, where people were coming into the assembly and doing so many things which cannot be spoken of. And now, this time again, he didn't get that much control. But because of Rahul Gandhi's insane that 5 freebies, he again ruined the Karnataka economy. And if he was given the control of state for another, please enlighten me, do actors have influence? Not yet, not till now. We'll come back to this question again, Rising Spirit. If he had given the control of Karnataka for other 2 years, definitely BJP and JDS would have come to power. Now they changed it and given it to a person called DK Shivkumar. This guy comes from dominant Vokkaliga caste. He's the richest CM of India, obviously, with 1.4 thousand crores declared assets. So this guy is as capitalist as comes in Karnataka politicians. Most of them are socialist fucks, whether they're in any parties, they're all socialist fucks.
How does he have 1,400 crores of declared assets? What is he from, a royal family or something?
Not royal family, a landowner family, real estate, quarry mining. These two are his things.
See.
And again, he has. Have you heard of this chain of schools called National Public Schools? Kannadigas and maybe Anand might know them. His daughter runs them. Like that, he has his. Yeah. He has his hands in many other professions, and that guy is not like. He doesn't act simple also. He has been very upfront about it. He wears Gucci, Gabbana, whatever the brands are. He displays his wealth. And he has created a palace, insanely beautiful home he has in Bengaluru, in a richest area called Sadashivanagar. So this person has been given the control of the government now. He's the chief minister. One thing which I like about him is he's as capitalist as comes in our CM. And again, he has that Hindu thing also going on. Like unlike Sidramaya, who wants to keep his followers and whole state in the unnecessary confusion whether he's a believer or agnostic or whether he's a atheist and other kind of stuff. I don't go into that. I'm not least interested what he is, but he keeps all of that in. He wants to keep that question as an open-ended bookmark. This guy is as Hindu as one can come. Believe it or not, on the day of his oath taking, he went to the tallest leader, BJP, tallest leader, Yediyurappa's house. He went inside his home. He went till his Devar Kone, prayer hall, where we Hindus keep the murtis and all. he did a puja there. Then he took the blessings of Yediyurappa. Insane stuff. I don't know how BJP will bring a CM who can top all of this off. Maybe they can. I don't know. So he's loved by Hindu nationalists, even among the BJP. He's capitalist. He's open to speaking with business leaders and all. So if he brings any development model, or if he is able to do some level of economy, if he can keep under control, then Congress may give a tough fight to BJP. And if Congress gets 80 seats, BJP gets 90 or 95, and JDS gets 30 seats, anything can happen in Karnataka. One cannot say. Any government.
And how many or which party do you think can provide how many seats to which party in 2029, or will that depend on the assembly elections first?
No, it doesn't depend on assembly elections. Assembly elections, whether BJP wins or loses, they will get 15 plus seats. If they win the state government also, they may go cross 21, 22, 23, something like that. It doesn't matter.
And what are the significant promises that BJP is making to come to power in Karnataka? Is there anything to really differentiate them hard from Congress?
The Hindu stuff, that's it. Cow stuff, that's it.
So I have a very different perspective.
Yeah, go ahead, Anand.
Go completely. I think Karnataka politics is rotten to the core. I know Skanda is very positive about him, like DK Shivkumar going to Yediyurappa's house and doing it at the Devakona. I understand that. But it is basically because all the politicians know each other. They're all friends. They basically are like, it's like incestuous politics. It's like Rajasthan. Right? In Rajasthan, the same politics. It's like all the politicians know each other. Right? It's just they can switch parties tomorrow if required. So I understand that DKS is Hindu. Like I get that. Like, many of the so-called Congress leaders are very Hindu, like deep, like spiritually and religiously Hindu. But the problem is they don't look at policy. They don't look at policy for Hindus. They think of policy for for politics' sake. They think politics and policy are two different things. They see politics as a game, right? As a game they can play with each other to get power and to one up and get contracts and those kind of things. They look at that as politics. They don't understand that these things significantly affect society because they don't care. It's detached from them. Like they don't have to deal with the day-to-day problems that these people face. Think Siddaramaiah. He may act like he's some the messiah of the poor, but you saw his house. You see his house. It's like a freaking palace, marble Greek palace with gold and marble and shiny shit everywhere. I mean, what kind of messiah of poor are you? You look like you're living on the Acropolis, right? Even rich people in Karnataka don't have that kind of houses. And I was when I saw the pictures of DK sitting eating chicken curry with Shivkumar in the morning, Siddhamaya in the morning. I was like, you guys are the same. You're not a Ahinda leader. Just because you have an identity of I don't know, I'm not even sure what I don't care about the caste. I look at your behavior as a fundamental person. And he doesn't behave like a so-called backward leader. He doesn't do it. Have you ever seen him actively go to the backward areas of Karnataka and do a scheme where they can renounce the poverty and go uplift themselves above that level? This is a problem with all the leaders in India, right? They promise poor people to remain poor. Like you are poor, there is great moral value in being poor. You remain poor, you'll have moral value, and then give me votes. That is what the fundamental narrative of the so-called Ahinda and all the even Akhilesh Yadav, all this is what they keep preaching, right? So the idea is, it's not like
Anand,
let me just finish. It's not like I let you aspire better than what your current situation is. That's not what they're giving, right? Even DKS, I agree he may be capitalist in the fact that all Indians are capitalists. All Indians want to get ahead, they want to make money, and they want business. Like I mean, there's a shade difference between Siddaramaiah and DKS, but my point is that where is he allowed for free market access in Karnataka? His whole family control cartel almost.
Sorry, and only one interruption. Don't get hung up on the capitalist part, hung up on the least socialist part. That's the main thing.
From my perspective, all Indians are capitalists. They just LARP as socialists, right? It just matters of whether the words they say to more. Exactly, poverty is a virtue. Exactly. So it's when they play act their so-called idea of socialists very well or not. That's all it is. It's not, but they all want to make money and they all want to keep money for themselves. They don't want to give anything to the society and like share the wealth and no such bullshit. Okay, Siddaramaiah has not shared his wealth with any of his community people. If he was really a socialist, he'd be like, I've made so much money. Come, let me take out 50% of my wealth and give it to everyone. Have they ever done any of this stuff? No, they don't do this kind of stuff. So they're not socialists. They're all capitalists. My point is, maybe DKS may be better for some businesses in Bangalore or in Karnataka, but it is not universal. Like I cannot think of a free market in Bangalore. People who have access to DKS will get the contracts. Why the hell do people are fighting over ministries? Why is this guy? What's the guy's name? Bairegowda asking for the Bangalore ministry completely because he's like, then I can access all the bribes that I can. Why should DKS get some of the bribes and I get a smaller amount of the bribes? That's basically what it is, right? And reporters don't even ask them this question. Why are you fighting over ministries? Is it because you want to take bribes? We know you want to take bribes. Why can't you admit to the people that you want to take bribes? That's why you're fighting for the ministry. No. We want to do work for the people. You tell me what work have you achieved. Give me the list of line of things that you've achieved with the money that you have. Give me a detailed breakdown. No reporter asked that question. They're asking, which birth are you fighting for? I don't care which birth you're fighting for, dude. Is the road working properly? Is the nala flowing properly? Is that what matters? That's what matters. So, and the idea that BJP is not promising anything better, by the way. BJP Karnataka is one of the worst BJPs in the country. But Delhi was bad earlier. Now Delhi has somehow fixed itself, right? So Karnataka BJP is fallen at the bottom. I'm like, they have no narrative. They have no idea. You notice that there's some good leaders who have studied public policy and stuff. They come on TV once in a while and talk about it. But majority of the leaders don't talk about public policy. They talk about like stupid things. Like take for example Bangalore, right? What did Siddaramaiah do always? Last time also he was a CM. I remember. This 5-year term, right? The last year he came and built some pavements in Bangalore. The last year, he's like, oh shit, I forgot about Bangalore. Bangalore is my money, my cash cow. I need to do something. But Bangalore didn't vote for him. Bangalore voted for the BJP. Because fundamentally Bangalore understands only BJP can give it urban governance. You think Bommai, right? Bommai may not have been the most remarkable CM ever, but he was the best for the Bangalore governance. They take all the 3 CMs in the past in a chain. He's been the best because I've observed since 2013 I've been here. So we've had Siddaramaiah, we've had Yedurappa, and we have had Bommai. And now we have had Siddaramaiah again. Doing Bangalore. Sorry?
You missed out Kumaraswamy.
Kumaraswamy is 2007.
No, but he was there from 2018 to 2020.
For a bit, but he had no power. He technically had no power. He was basically like almost at 2007. You say yes. Kumaraswamy 2007 when he was actually had power, he transformed Bangalore again. I will give you that. Kumaraswamy again, good leader. Like I wish he had more power. Like JDS without the narrative of secularism and just giving Kumaraswamy power may actually do something successful, right? But they have not been given a chance to do it. So on all these CMs, if you observe objectively, I've observed objectively, I don't care about who the political party is. Bommai has done the most changes in Karnataka, in Bangalore, if not Karnataka, Bangalore. He transformed Bangalore. The most number of metros got finished under him. The most number of roads got cleaned up under him. Payments got fixed under him. He actually did a lot of work for Bangalore. And he took a lot of these hard decisions that were required. Like I think he went after this conversion mafias in Bangalore. They were trying some nonsense in Bangalore. He went after them. He's the only one who actually tried anything new. Everyone was just copy pasting the old narrative. Even now, you take Yedurappa's son. He's not doing anything interesting. Like I've not heard a single topic he is fighting for that will affect the Bangalorean. What is the talk of the day? DKS and Siddaramaiah fighting.
Sorry to interrupt here. Karnataka politics and Tamil Nadu politics is similar in that way that last 6 months or 1 year they get the opposition gets active. So this guy Vijayendra won't do anything until last 1 year, and now also he has no incentive because he may be dropped from BJP state president role. So he's not spending money. He was spending money a few months back. Now he's not going to spend money. Please continue.
Shashi, S.N. Krishna, I was not here in India at that time, so I cannot speak for that time of Bangalore. So I'm only speaking since I came back in 2013. My observation, like objective observation, without taking any bias, I was just saying. That's no, but I do agree that Karnataka, if D.K. Shivkumar can reinvent himself, he had 3 years, he could have done something to show his ability to transform Bangalore. He did nothing. He basically ignored the city, right? Now he is expecting us to think that okay, he will do something in the city. It's like 2 years. It's like Modi saying I will do reforms for 2 terms, and then he's saying I will do reforms now in the 3rd term. It's what the narrative they're spreading. Like it's basically that. So unless the proof of the thing is in the eating, not the telling. Okay, when I eat the benefits in Bangalore, I can say okay, you've done a good job. Till then, DKS is the unknown quantity.
Okay, firstly, Anand and Skanda, you see people from all sorts of all different states are saying that BJP Odisha is worst. Someone is rising is saying BJP Tamil Nadu, BJP Karnataka, BJP Telangana, BJP Rajasthan, MP BJP. Someone else also said Madhya Pradesh BJP is the worst, and you all are saying Karnataka BJP is the worst. So what I'm wondering is, up until like 3-4 months back, people used to say BJP West Bengal is also the worst. Now all of a sudden those talks are gone. Now as outsiders, what do you all think shifted in West Bengal BJP that all of a sudden those talks are completely disappeared, that nobody in the entire country is saying it anymore? What are you all? What are the BJP sangatans in your states lacking that out of the blue West Bengal BJP seems to have, according to your eyes? Is it just the difference of one guy like Shubhendu, or what is it then?
Let me tell you one thing. I said worst. No, BJP is the worst. Let me clarify why I meant BJP is the worst, because a lot of people think BJP worst means it's bad for the state. I'm saying BJP in Karnataka does nothing. They are inactive. Like they don't do anything. At least BJP in Madhya Pradesh is doing something to be pissed off with. BJP in Odisha is doing something to be irritated about. BJP in other states are doing something to be irritated about. Here they do nothing. They just literally are just sitting around waiting for the flip to happen. That's it. They don't. You know, last election, the one where Congress came to power, BJP never came to our building. We have like 3,000 flats. 3,000 flats. Imagine how many people live here. Not one BJP person came here and campaigned. They don't care. They don't care about the urban constituency also. Which is the one.
What kind of housing society? What kind of housing society has 3,000 flats?
Many.
How is it possible?
Many floors.
Where do you live? What does it look like?
It looks like a imarat, but whatever. My point is that it's 3,000, not 3,000 flats, 3,400 flats. And imagine how many people live there, and they didn't bother come and campaign. They didn't come and campaign. They didn't say, this is what we are planning. This is what we are hoping for. Please vote for us. Don't even care. They don't care for the voters in the city that votes for them. Karnataka BJP gets a lot of votes from Bengaluru, but they don't care. Even Malaysia, I used to live in Malaysia, they also didn't come. They don't care. So they're the worst. They are objectively the worst.
Skanda, what is it lacking in the BJP in your states, or all these states versus West Bengal, according to your eyes, as an outsider? You are muted.
Yeah. Other states, I'm not sure. What is the difference between? Your question was what suddenly does West Bengal BJP has, right? It has victory. That is the main. That is the thing which differentiates it from Karnataka BJP. And see, on-ground activities in West Bengal, I don't know. In Karnataka, I agree with what Anand is saying. They are not doing any on-ground work. Their agenda is simple: chill out, have power when it is given. Like when the current government is broken up and given, they are served the government in platter. They will enjoy it. They will chill out. They will fight among themselves. They will go to the extent to make people think that this is the most undisciplined government we have ever seen in our life. They will make us feel that, and then when the power is out, they will wait for four years. Last 1 year, they will shout, and they will make Modi come and do all the groundworks. And then whatever the result is, they will accept and they will move on. Because the thing is, Karnataka politics is not that revenge filled. That if Congress comes, he will any random person is made CM, he will put 100 of BJP people in jail. Vice versa also doesn't happen. So they are all friends among each other, and they display it also. If any if any tallest leader is having birthday party or birthday celebrations, other people will also go, and they will. That's a good thing actually. They will say that, see, we are friends. Don't fight among yourself. That's the good part I extract from it. That's it. So the BJP has no real incentives to go get on ground and work. They have Modi and Amit Shah. They give completely everything to themselves, to those two people, and they're chilling out. They are not doing any on ground work. That's the worst part of Karnataka
Okay.
BJP. You don't have anything to get irritated about. Also, here you said that thing that is different from your core philosophy. Even that chance also they are not giving, because that much they're inactive, silent, and efficiently dead until 2027.
Now, if let's say we will discuss infrastructure right after this, and we will take up what do you all think of Annamalai leaving BJP. My question to Anand is that I was astounded to find out from my friend in HSR that first of all, he was a Bengali Brahmin commie as usual, and he did not know of my political inclinations at all, because he's sort of a friend of a friend. I was just waiting at his place for a few hours before I take my flight to Kolkata, and he was saying that, I hate to admit it, but things were better under the BJP. And I was very shocked, and I asked why, and he said, see, even the municipality garbage collection isn't happening. It's happening after every 13-14 days. And then I found out that, okay, even Bengaluru doesn't have a mayor. Then he was telling me that common in Bengaluru, that we will have garbage collection each and every day. And that's sort of a thing that's, again, like in Tamil Nadu, development is a given, that no matter which party comes to power, development will definitely happen. In Kolkata, these things are not fucked with. Even under KMC, garbage collection has not been an issue. Even I think in different municipalities outside Kolkata. So how did things get that worse in Bengaluru, Anand?
I told you no, because they don't care about the city. The city is just for tax. It's like this machine that just works, and I just suck the tax out of them. That's it. It's already, because the bureaucrats do the work. Let's be honest, Bangalore bureaucrats are quite decent. Like if power goes, they get the power back in like an hour, less than an hour. So they do their duty. Like the Bangalore bureaucrats are a good lot. Like they try their best, difficult situation, but they do a good job, right? But the politicians don't do anything. They don't think of anything new. Just sit around and wait. It's like, oh, chal raha hai, like thoda fumes aa raha hai, but paisa aa raha hai usse. We'll take the paisa and we'll spend it on the poor people and the people you want to give free shit to. Because technically, how did Congress win the election? Congress won the election from Bangalore. Congress won the election from North Karnataka. Basically from Andhra Karnataka and the other parts of Karnataka. They won from that region and a little bit from Mysore region. If those two regions were not avoiding the Congress would have lost. I'm 100% again. And they're going to lose again, I'm telling you. Because they've not, what the promises they made to those people, they've not kept those up.
So Anand, you are saying Congress, BJP will lose again, right?
No, Congress will lose. BJP will come back in.
Oh, I see. You are the only one saying that, I think.
No, BJP is coming back in. It's very obvious.
Karnataka will lose. That's what I'm saying.
See, if JDS gets 30 or 40 seats and BJP is somewhere around 80 to 100, there's a chance that JDS may flip.
Is it? Then BJP will lose. If JDS flips to Congress, then BJP will definitely lose. And they can take if that happens.
There is a
okay, then
I
go on.
have a,
and can I jump in on this garbage issue?
Go ahead.
I have a small experience to share.
Wait, Abhay, your net is very screwed even now. Your voice is also breaking up. See if you can reconnect your Wi-Fi or data or rejoin or something. It's not mended yet. Yeah, go ahead, Skanda.
Abhay is always in dark place or very bright place. He lives only in binary, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, we don't have the mayor because if election is done in elections are conducted for BBMP, there's 100% chance that BJP will come to power in BBMP. with or without JDS help. That's why Congress will not conduct elections at all. And the other reason is the garbage collection. Once it is gone to disposal and reusal, there is also some lot of corruption is involved in that also, because it will generate a huge amount of revenue. So there is something is going on in the back end, which I'm also not sure. I'm also trying to understand the logistic behind the back end operation of this corruption. So that is the main part there.
Okay, Anand, my last question to you before. Wait.
I don't
Yeah,
I don't
we'll come
buy-
back.
Like I said, no. Proof of pudding is in the eating. We'll see. It's like
Yeah, Anand, my question is now, as a guy who spent 2 whole days in Bengaluru, didn't even spend the night, it obviously seemed like a beautiful, nice city. My friends are living there in a beautiful apartment with not much rent because they got it during Corona. The rent sounds absolutely unbelievable to me, especially if I compare it to Mumbai and stuff. So as a person who lives in Bengaluru, what would be the problems you face daily? Like, is there corruption stuff? Is there police harassment? Is there garbage collection? Or what would you be pissed off with the government for in Bengaluru?
no. See, the fundamental thing is it is livable. The thing with Bengaluru is, if you are a person who cares about the city being nice, I love my city. Like I will not live anywhere else if possible. I will live in Bangalore. I love this. The city is too close to my heart, right? But the problem is, because I love it so much, I'm so irritated. But if people are like, oh, I just live here, I need to just go to office, I have to get my stuff, then no one have any complaints, because everything reasonably gets done. Like I said, the bureaucrats do their duty most of the time, right? You may face some harassment here and there, you may pay a bribe here and there, but generally your life is easy. But for the amount of money you put in for your taxes in Bengaluru, you don't get anything out of it. You don't get the value that it's supposed to give you. Like the city is getting cramped and cramped and cramped. Like it literally is difficult to travel through Bengaluru without the metro. Like if you just, the buses are stuck in traffic all the time. Like imagine you want to take public transport, right? You're stuck in the public transport like for 3 hours sometimes, from place to place. When it rains, it is hot. I think it's worse than even Bombay and Delhi, because Bengaluru is so up down. Water coagulates in all random places, like literally, and you have to wade through knee deep and chest deep water, like the filthy water you have to go through. And when you're going back from work and you're stuck in that, it's not a great feeling, right? So every once in a while it happens. So you want your city to be beautiful. You want your city to be a tourist destination, but they don't care. The politicians do not care, because they don't need the tourists to make the money. They make the money from the people themselves. They just suck their blood, basically. Right?
Okay, Anand, another thing I'm wondering as an outsider is that I understood that there are many bus stands all around Bengaluru, and it's very important that because so many people from outside, just around Karnataka, just around Bengaluru, come here for work, have high-paying jobs, but have no airports in their towns and villages. So those bus stands are very important, and those bus stands are extremely busy areas. Wait, Max Weber. Now, yes, my train of thought is in with Max Weber now. Wait, my point is,
and they're coming into the city.
bus stands. Yes, my brother's place in Konena Agrahara. From there to Madiwal, where I was supposed to take the bus to Gudalur, I realized that you are supposed to just accept that you'll have a 1.5 hour traffic jam. In one road, in one particular alley, you will be stuck there forever, because right after that alley, right after that signal, lies the bus stand. So that bus stand is obviously irreplaceable. Is there any way around this? Do they build more broader roads on the way to the bus stands, or do you accept these 2 hour jams forever?
See, this is designed by the politician. Again, this is where the politician and the bureaucrat nexus comes up. So if you know, there's a place called KR Krishnarajapuram in northeast Bengaluru, right? They've designed that intersection in such a way that it is clogged all the time. It is clogged. It is literally, it's like roads come from the left, roads come from the right, roads exit from the same point in all directions, and it is the same small V shape where everything comes together, and the bus stand also there, because they've designed it like that. They designed it where you get blocked over there. So it is not just about and they block it because some person there wants has the property there and they don't leave, or they don't do the idea of evicting those people. If you're a good town planner, what do you say? This place is a critical nerve center of the entire city. You have to move. I'm sorry that there you need a little bit of fascism. I'm sorry, but you're causing millions of people in the city to get like inconvenienced because you have a gigantic house over there, the corner over there, sticking into the road. Or you put a bus stop. You have to go tell the BBMP, please, also the BMR, the BMTC, put your bus stand a little different place. Why is it there? You want to service people, serve it a little to the side. Or tell the bus driver, make it a rule that the bus drivers don't park in the middle of the road. Park to the side, pick up your thing and then keep going. But no, this requires the politician and the bureaucrat to take the action. Like how Suvendu took clean that market, right? Howrah station. Because he said, I will take this, I will care about my city enough to clean this place up. I don't want a bad impression of my city to remain. But these people don't care about Bangalore. They're like, oh, this is just a money place. They have no dignity of the city. They don't care about the dignity of the city. They just care about the money. Right? So that is my thing is that's what it is designed to be difficult for people. And because we are not the urban population in India is so like apathetic, like, oh, what can we do? What can we do? We are like that. Right? We don't even speak. And we complain about the central government, or we can complain about the state government, right? We don't understand it is the local government that does this nonsense. The local that region, that the MLA or that the MP of that region will say, oh, this is how we'll run it like this, and they run it like that, or the municipal guy will do it. So that's what happens, and that's what Bangalore's problem is. That Bangalore is always congested points everywhere, all over the city. There are congested points, old layouts that are not being cleared out for opening of the pathways.
Okay. Yeah, Abhay, go ahead.
तो नमस्कार दादा और डॉगेश भाई को भी नमस्कार. So it was good to see. मेरा कुछ याद है बैंगलोर में. मैं गया था कोविड के समय. तो एक बात मैंने बेंगलुरु में देखी थी, सिटी बहुत डेवलप्ड है, अच्छे बिल्डिंग्स है, पर मेन रोड से आप जैसे ही अंदर घुसे सड़क एकदम कचरा है, सब सड़कें कचरा. ये मैंने कोविड में देखा था. अभी क्या स्थिति है वो तो जो रहते हैं वो बताएंगे. पर मुझे बड़ा अजीब लगता कि कोलकाता से ज़्यादा बड़ा शहर है, पर कोलकाता में मेन रोड का जो आर्टिलरी रोड होता था उसकी स्थिति कोलकाता में ज़्यादा अच्छी थी बैंगलोर से. ठीक है, तो ये एक मैंने बात देखी थी. दूसरा मुझे एक प्रश्न पूछना है कि क्या बैंगलोर में भी हॉकर का और जो अवैध अतिक्रमण है, इलीगल इंक्रोचमेंट, उसका क्या बहुत प्रॉब्लम है?
Yes. Short answer.
Yeah, Anand, I was about to ask you this anyway. Like, are they not doing these things because there will be a huge amount of pushback and stuff? Because otherwise, can't they be brought on the same page with promises of this and that, or maybe when development happens, you get a cut out of it anyway, and that kind of stuff?
वहाँ पे भी क्या सोशलिस्ट हिसाब है क्या?
नहीं, यहाँ पे कैपिटलिस्ट पैसे वाला ब्राइब वाला हिसाब है.
तो यहाँ पे कोई कट मनी वाला हिसाब नहीं है.
कट है यहाँ भी कट है. यहाँ कट गुंडे नहीं करते, नॉर्मल पीपल करते हैं. गुंडे पंच करके मार के नहीं करते, पॉलिटिशियन करते हैं, लोकल काउंसिलर करता है, the local police guy will let. So if you look, okay, I'll give you an example. There's a big road in Karnataka, in Bangalore called Sampige Road, where I used to live. Okay, hawkers are all over the street. It is meant to be walk, but people like it. So you understand, citizens want the hawkers there. They make a big mess. They take up most of the road, but the citizens want that hawker there to block the road because they want to buy there. What? They don't want to buy in the top. They want to buy in the road. You understand? This is what I'm saying. No, it is a collective apathy.
It is convenient for people to have hawkers on the streets to buy things. That's what you're saying.
I didn't hear what you said. Say again.
मैं कह रहा हूँ कि लोगों के लिए ये सुविधाजनक है कि वो बीच सड़क में हॉकर लोग से सामान खरीदे, इसलिए बोल रहे हैं कि हॉकर आकर रोड दखल कर ले चलेगा.
Yes, they don't mind. They want that. I'm telling you, it's only a balloon. The more and more people have been coming. I'm telling you, most of these people are not even from Bangalore. They're from outside Bangalore. They've come, they set up they sell their goods, they make a mess and they leave. Yes, see, it's a massive hawker problem. Karnataka, Bangalore especially has a horrible hawker problem. every corner is full of hawkers in the road, and they block the road. You can't walk, but citizens are okay with it. They like I literally when I go every time I go to some people say, why are these people on the road? I don't want them on the road. I want to walk freely on this pavement I paid for my tax dollars. But that tax dollars being used by the hawker to make up. They destroy the road because they put their thing in all. They hammer their nail into the ground. They just ruin the pavement. And why they can do it? Because the government isn't. I thought it's apathy basically. Chalta hai.
Okay, Skanda and oh my god, my mic is here.
एक
Yeah,
विषय
go ahead,
को
Anand.
पूछना था, ये जो ऑटो वालों ने
Yes.
विरोध किया था, मुझे याद है कि ऑटो यूनियन के चक्कर में रैपिडो को बैन कर दिया था बैंगलोर में। तो अभी भी बैंड है रैपिडो, या
नहीं।
रैपिडो का क्या सिचुएशन है?
अब ठीक है।
अब बैन हटा दिया।
Okay. What I'm wondering is, Anand, yes. Now Rapido is running, Uber is running. They have their own Namma Bengaluru, something like that as well, or Namma something else.
Namma
that I found. Yeah, Namma Yatri. I found them in the airport as well. Anand and Skanda, then what are the, let's say, positives that you can talk about Karnataka or Bengaluru, to be specific, in the last 10 years regarding infra development? What are the amazing things that have come up?
Sorry, let's come back.
Metros have expanded, but not to the extent we were hoping. See, Bengaluru is a strange city, as in it's not a city which is created next to a river. So we don't have any kind of like waterways and other fancy stuffs. Bengaluru doesn't have a suburban network even till today. They're creating it. Even some small scale trains which run by nearby suburban cities, they have to run on single line. There is no double line also. So rarely 2 or 3 train runs on them. So metro has been expanded. Suburban may be coming in next 5 to 10 years. So apart from that, what are the there is nothing much, man. Flyovers have been getting constructed from last 5 to 10 years. Those are not any positive development.
It's made
Just
worse.
name. That's it.
They made it worse. They made the place worse. My God.
What is worse?
How in comparison to in comparison to Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Maharashtra, what's the infrastructure of Karnataka or Bengaluru like?
Bangalore and Karnataka are two different things. You talk about Karnataka and Bengaluru.
Yeah, how different are they? What's the degree of their difference
between Karnataka and Bengaluru? So Karnataka rural parts are not very well developed. Bengaluru is reasonably well developed in terms of roads. Okay. The bureaucracy in Bengaluru is way more efficient, way more hardworking, and less corrupt. Outside of Bengaluru, corruption is very high in bureaucracy. Like they literally take bribes for anything and everything. Like they literally they burn bribes. They give me or else it will not happen. Like literally, the only place like Mysuru and Bengaluru, right? Mysuru, everything you have to give bribe. In Bengaluru, there's a good chance you don't have to give bribe. Like my property tax, I didn't have to give bribe. My passport thing, I didn't have to give bribe. For my driver's license one time in Bangalore, I didn't have to give bribe. In Mysuru, I had to give bribe. It's unfortunately it's a night and day. The city is actually very well governed. But it's not well governed as I'd like. But that's because of political needs.
No, I have one argument to make. Mysuru is not entire Karnataka also. If you go to Udupi and Dakshina Kannada, still even Uttara Kannada also, the corruption is very less there, way less than Bangalore also. I'm not sure about North Karnataka's cities. They are very poor in the first place. They can't take that much corruption also. People can't pay it. In Karnataka, if you can't pay the corruption, your work gets delayed, but they will do it in 1 or 2 years. That guarantee is there. So corruption is there, but still they're good people.
Medical services North Karnataka.
Yeah, Abhay, go ahead.
Have there been any attempts to create a twin city with Bangalore?
Yeah,
like in Kolkata, we have Havda.
Okay, Rudvik has a point regarding
not
this.
Exactly twin city.
I have to complete my question just once. Okay, so Kolkata has Havda. Delhi has that entire NCR region. Okay. Jaipur also sort of has some connection with Delhi. But does Bangalore have some twin city? Or have there been any attempts to make
To
another
whom
twin
this
city?
question is addressed, by?
Sorry?
To whom this question is addressed? See, I'll go ahead.
Anyone can answer, Anand or you. Or even
See,
Ritvik can answer.
the most genuine effort I have seen in recent years is to make Mangalore the next big city of Karnataka. That does not share any borders with Bengaluru. It is 450 kilometers, 450 or 350 kilometers from Bengaluru. But regarding this twin city, we can make Tumkuru and Mysuru as the next twin cities. The dumbest idea I have heard is they will construct 70 kilometers of metro to connect Bengaluru to Tumkuru. That is the most dumbest idea because they can easily lay out a suburban track or a RRTS. So I don't know when that is going to happen because Congress will give the green light. Modi, the central government will keep on stalling it, and when the BJP or JDS government comes, they will change the plan to metro to suburban. So there is some genuine effort, but they will come with the dumbest of ideas just so that can be stalled.
And you may be wondering why it is some idea. Is because there's not much population density between Mysuru and Bengaluru. Like it makes no sense to have the metros in the middle, like metro stops in the middle.
No.
Tumkur and Kanakpura, no way.
Bengaluru and Tumkuru, Anand.
That's it. Yeah, no way. Yeah, that's horrible
idea. Now Ritvik, you can come in with your thoughts on all the topics we were discussing. Yeah, go ahead.
Perfect. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I had to join a little late. Sorry about that. First thing is, just to jump on that point, metro to Tumkur and Kanakpura is just an entire like a vanity project, just like the tunnel road. Absolutely brain dead idea. Just a bad idea. Twin cities, Hubli Dharwad is the first kind of like that twin city that Karnataka has. Hubli Dharwad, if you just search it up on Google, you'll find Hubli Dharwad. Now, can it be replicated in Bangalore? I don't think so. It is more likely that Bangalore should need a London kind of a model where you have 7, 8 like B things as you go outer and outer. The highway has to be made. So the arterial road, that MAR, my major arterial road, all these surrounding highways have to be made along with the metro line for it to be viable. Until then, not so much. RRTMS has already been raised. That's the perfect tool to be used to mass move people in a short span of time. And that can be from Mysore. It can go to Hassan, which is northwest. It can go to Chitradurga as well, and it can go to Hosur. The point is, Hosur technically is kind of that they're trying to get that up and running, but Hosur is technically a Tamil Nadu domicile. It's not domicile to Karnataka. So that's the funda here. So that's because Hosur township has all these various companies there. As you guys know, you can search it all up. That Ola factory is also there in Hosur. If you look at the North Bangalore, so if you go towards the airport and further Devanhalli and all that further sites, you'll see that these aerospace satellite town is coming up there as well. This stadium vanity project again of 80,000 capacity or whatever, your Narendra Modi Stadium 2.0, but Karnataka version, let's call it Kempegowda Stadium, coming up near Tamil Nadu border makes no sense. Again, the point is the aim, that is a land grab. I feel it's a land grab sort of a scene, which is not really, let's say I don't see the land plus the money plus the population plus anything else lining up here. So it's not the best thing. The other thing someone mentioned, I think it was Anand, but I'm not sure, regarding the bribes. Unfortunately, if you try to buy land in Bangalore or outside, so let's look at talukas to the northwest, to the southwest, to the southeast, and even towards the Andhra border, you will have to pay money. Bangalore rural, Bangalore rural talukas and all this stuff, you still have to pay so much bribe at any single office. Mohandas Pai was talking about this in the podcast with our favorite friend of this show, you know who, Kushal Mehra. So he was mentioning in that podcast. And that's very true. You have to go to every single table and pay money. That has not actually changed. I've noticed this in many single governments, which is why as middle class people, you never wanted to buy land, simply because it's outside your domain. So if you keep paying all this money everywhere, what's the point? It's not worth it. Regarding Anand mentioning Sampige Road, that's where I live actually. That's my house is there, and I can attest to that because they're blocking the hell out of. So Bangalore, that residential area is called Malleshwaram. Sampige Road and Margosa Road are one-way roads. So Sampige Road is going into Malleshwaram and going towards IISC and that other areas. Margosa Road is coming from IISC, going to the KSC General Hospital and entering into the deep Malleshwaram. I mean, crossing through Malleshwaram. They are laid out in a grid pattern like New York. Let's call it that for what it is. It's a grid pattern of crosses and roads. Where this blockage is happening is the main commercial section area, arterial road area of to get outside Malleshwaram, that side of Bangalore. So you go to this area called Mekri Circle and then the airport road, but these hawkers are all in the way. Point is, the hawkers are in the way of the footpath. The footpath itself is only this big. The trees are there, you can't cut it. You shouldn't. So it's like you're getting in the way, and they're guaranteed not from Karnataka. These hawkers, you have to speak in Hindi or a language that's foreign to Karnataka. So that's not the best thing. This hawker thing has been a problem for a very long time. So,
Okay, Bhaskar, your internet is not very good. So if you speak, it will probably be very blurred, and your camera is also very blurred. Can you please rejoin or see if you can do something about your Wi-Fi? Go ahead, Abhay.
One more thing about
Neeraj,
Malleshwaram.
Yeah, wait, Anand.
Yeah, another question.
He mentioned something.
Abhay is
about,
asking. Abhay has questions for you all. You all take that as an answer that and then add your point as well.
No, because I'll get it. Because he mentioned about something specific about Malleshwaram that is
Let
interesting.
me ask the question.
There's a reason why I'm telling. Hold on. It's a very important explanation of how bad civil design of Bangalore is. KC General Hospital is an example of the problem. Okay, I'll tell you why. Because there's one. So Margosa Road and Sampige Road are two parallel roads. And to reduce the stress on the Malleshwaram, the intake into Malleshwaram, which is a major part of traffic in that region, KC General Hospital can be removed and transferred to another building. And they can join that road to the central part of Bangalore. But they have not thought to do that. It is a small hospital, okay? It's a small building. It can easily be transplanted somewhere else. And they can literally put the road right through there. No one thought to do that. Not one person.
I'll talk, but the building might be small, but the land is actually like prime land, and it's occupying empty space. Nothing is there.
Exactly.
Neeraj, can I ask one question for all the panel? How many of you speak southern languages?
Me.
Mother tongue.
2, 3. I speak to Telugu and Kannada.
Mother tongue. Whose mother tongue is southern language? Which language? Which language?
Kannada.
Okay, I'm from Andhra Pradesh.
Telugu.
I will tell you my state scenario. I'm currently. See,
Wait,
people say
Kumar.
Yeah,
Kumar Reddy, one moment. We have some discussion about Karnataka left to do. So let's just Abhay ask his question. Then I have a question for Anand as well. So go ahead, Abhay.
So that hawker problem. So from hawker problem, I just was able to make a connection. What is the situation of these Bangladeshi infiltrators in Bangalore?
Can I step in here?
Are there many Bangladeshi infiltrators among those hawkers?
Complicated. So
if there is anything like ICE kind of thing made in India, Karnataka politicians won't do anything. They will happily let them driven out of the state. They don't care about them. But the hawker problem will not be solved by not letting anyone come in here. It's an open market. Anyone can come. Anyone, in the sense, Indians can come and do the business here and go. But the problem is, even if that is restricted, I live in a place called JP Nagara. There, hawking happens because store owners keep half of the stuff on the road, and no one objects to it. Everyone is happy to come there however, inconvenient is that is they will walk around, make some route for themselves, and buy the stuff there. That is also the main problem there. It's not just the outsiders, so-called outsiders. Even inside the city, also this problem happens because of the store owners.
And just to mention that bit, there are certain gentrified areas in Bangalore that have these people there, but they've also popped up a lot around the near outskirts, what I jokingly call out of station, like Belandur and all. I think these people are there. So the answer is, yeah, construction. They're in construction primarily construction, and not hawkers. But as hawkers, they're there in certain gentrified areas of Bangalore. I don't want to name the area, but everybody knows which one it is.
See, Rutvik, you are correct. But the point is, if they're driven out by something like if Modi government out of the blue creates ICE, Karnataka politicians who won't go on the street and oppose it. They will just.
Oh yeah, that's correct. The point is. In fact, some rumors tell me that even the current sitting CM may not care.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are easy to learn other language to communicate with them. They're just.
I will say one thing though. Sorry, just 1 minute. And once you're done, just 1 minute. I'm from Andhra as well. So the point is that I heard that I know there's some in coastal Andhra, where I'm from. There are people who have learned, these Rohingyas have learned Telugu and started speaking there, and they only know Telugu and Bengali, whatever they speak, not Bengali, but a bastardized version of the language, if I'm allowed to swear. The point is that it's quite bad. And these people are not going to kick them out because they need labor. So I don't know what to do. It's not good.
So one more thing I just want to say.
And I think in South there is a fertility rate problem also. So I think young population is on a decline.
Yeah, but
Anand, tell me one thing, and with your answer, add your point as well, which is since you have lived in the West as well, how does Bengaluru fare in comparison to some of the Western cities?
So I always
living a life in these cities, okay, not for one day.
Yeah, so I will say very simply, I say about all of India, and Bangalore also basically is a microcosm of India. India is a first, second, and third world all in one space. Okay, we are not a third world country, we are not a first world country, we are not a second world country. We are all three in the same space, right? So Bangalore is literally a first world country and a third world country at the same time. Okay, so the city is not a country. I'm just saying it feels like a first world country and a third world country at the same time. Means you can get like high end, all the stuff that schmoozy shit you get in the West, and also the stuff that you can get in like the same street. Like I can go and buy, I can literally see a Ferrari in the road, and you can go have a tea at a Kulhad stall with all your colleagues on the road and have like 20-30 rupees chapati with curry on the road, right? So that's Bangalore for you. I mean, it's a great thing, but the fundamental thing is that the city is allowed for everyone. And I agree with you can't just kick the hawkers out. But my point is not that to kick the hawkers out. My point is that you don't make it illegal.
You want to organize it.
You organize it, exactly. And one thing about the Bangladeshi thing, Bangaloreans don't know what a Bangladeshi is. We only know what we just hear them speak Bengali. We can't make out the difference between Bengali from Bengal and Bengali from Bangladesh. Like we won't be able to make out, right?
No, but the point is that the moment you hear that, they're not from around Karnataka.
Yeah, they're not from Karnataka, but my point is that I believe in the freedom of migration as well. But the point is that there's so many people coming here, we don't know who is the Bangladeshi, who is the Bengali who's coming to work and feed their family and stuff. That's fine. But I personally don't like this idea that only Karnataka should run Karnataka.
Oh, I agree with that. That part I agree with. I'm not even a Karnataka, so I agree.
See, as a Karnataka, I have already said that open market for all Indians. But for this Bangladeshi problems, see, I support anyone coming and working in Karnataka or choosing to stay their life here. That's not a problem. It's an open market for all Indians. For Bangladeshis, see, our politicians don't care. They will not come on the street and fight for them. They may say something in the media. That is okay. Let them do that. But how to find out the Bangladeshis and all, you can't expect the current Karnataka police to find them out. We Kannadigas can't differentiate a very controversial statement, but bitter truth. can't differentiate between Bengali, Assamese, and Odia. Okay, and forget about understanding the different dialects between Indian Bengali and Bangladeshi Bengali. So either they have to take the hardest route of training all the Karnataka police who are from our society. They are not different than us. You have to either train them to differentiate between these two languages, or go the other route and create ICE kind of institution in India, which I support.
Yeah, I support it.
Yeah, that I do support.
Neeraj,
I was going to say that. Yeah.
I have a point to make on this. There are
Neeraj, can I
12
speak?
lakh
I have very less
Bengalis.
charge. Neeraj, can I speak? Very less charge I have.
Who is it? Kumar Reddy or Bhaskar?
Yeah, Kumar Reddy.
Kumar Reddy, right?
See, yeah.
Yeah.
I went to
Okay,
Bengaluru.
Kumar
when
Reddy
you
is
compare
on our
with-
live chat. He's on a live stream for
Yeah.
the first time. Yes, go ahead, Kumar.
See, when I went to Bengaluru, Hyderabad is much better when you compare the city expansion. Is basically radially outward, but Bengaluru is worst. You are saying everything is no. Bengaluru is worst city planning town in the world. When you see the radially outward nature is not there. In Hyderabad, they're constructing outer ring road and going another outer ring road. They are going for, and you are saying Bengaluru is good. How can you say it is a good city? Tell me where is you can expand radially outward. There is
Competing in Hyderabad and Bengaluru here. I never signed up for a competition here. Seriously.
and one more
I
thing.
didn't say
You, I had.
Hyderabad. I didn't say it's better than
Yeah.
Hyderabad.
And one
But
more
I
thing
love
is from
I love
Amaravati.
Bengaluru.
Yeah, one more thing is Amaravati. Amaravati is a well-planned city now they're constructing. You can have the spaces for certain industries where you want, wherever you want, the urban parks, whatever it may be. You can do very well city planning in Amaravati, but you cannot do that in Bengaluru. How can you, apart from Kaban Park, when you see the apartments are everywhere, there is no space for trees, there is no space for water bodies. Where will water go? And people are complaining that there is no water on the ground. How will water will go into the ground? when
Water
there
is up. The
covered with-
lowland areas are occupied. It's not going to go anywhere. It's screwed. It's bad.
And then you are saying how can Bengaluru will be a world class city or Silicon City? People will keep whatever is the name it may be. It may be Silicon City. Ultimately, it should be city should be world class. No, you should build city from the scratch. When you see Gujarat, Dholera city, Gift city, they're constructing from the scratch with every plan. But people has to think beyond Bengaluru. Bengaluru is not standard. It's the substandard city when you compare with Hyderabad or whatever it may be city. Even Mumbai is also not a
I
structured
take
city.
personal offense to that, but I'll tell you why.
Okay, we will,
No,
we
I
will
am
give
from Andhra
Hyderabad
Pradesh.
the benefit of this award.
See,
I
if you
don't
want to
like
compare,
competition,
if
but
you want,
if
if you want to
Hyderabad
compare,
with Bengaluru, compare
Neeraj.
to old Hyderabad with- See,
sorry
if
to
you are
offend, but this
Okay,
this is
fine.
reality.
It's
We
okay,
are
it's okay.
we are
You can
Yeah, we
offend
are-
one at a time. You can
see. This is a
offend.
we are
can also offend.
see. This no
See, if you are
this no
comparing
offense.
Hyderabad with Bengaluru,
I-
then let's compare old Hyderabad with old Bengaluru. Old
No,
Bengaluru
no.
is
I'm from Andhra Pradesh. We don't have. I don't have any problem. We don't have capital city also now. We're constructing. Okay, I'm not saying that we have world class city, but basically we are competing for substandards in every aspect in education, whatever it where we're segregating. Where is the education schools? Where is the parks? Where is the industrial hubs? There is no planning in India where when we're constructing the cities, where is the pipelines, digging again and again for the same pipeline and same infrastructure. Now you're calling world class city. Where is planning first of all when you're
No
constructing
one
urban
said,
city
no one
planning
said
design?
Bangalore is a world-class city. I'm sorry. Where are you getting this from? Who said
But you
Bangalore?
are justifying
I
Silicon
have a
Valley,
point. Just-
Silicon,
I have a-
India
my-
Silicon
Who
Valley.
said
Where is
that?
Indian Silicon Valley?
No, but
Every day
Komaredi,
people
who
will
said
shout
that?
from the top of their lungs that
It
Bengaluru
would
is
be
a
better
Silicon Valley
if
of
one
India.
of you speak. Okay.
See, I'm not looking for the feud between Nara Lokesh and what's this guy's name? Kharge, Priyank Kharge.
And one,
I'm not
see
their
one,
feud right. Let them fight it.
yeah,
in
one.
the thing. We are fighting about that. Right?
Okay, I'm moving this one. There is in Andhra Pradesh there is rapid conversions from Hinduism. Hindus have fallen to 60%. I have said to Neeraj previously. Now, and one more thing, Jamaat is publicly have the organizations in Andhra Pradesh, and people are thinking Andhra will fall. Andhra will be the next Kerala if the people don't take care of conversions and all. It will be very tough.
Karthik, can I step in here? Just 1 minute. I have to add to your point. Hello, can I add to your point?
Yeah. You can go.
So usually I indicate an area what it is on the basis of what the highway signs are saying, what the trucks are saying, sound hawking on okay please Jai Shri Rama Jai Ammavaru blah blah blah. The trucks praise Jesus now. That's not. That already should tell you what you need to know. The lorry drivers are changing. The Machilipatnam, there's some Bandar, I'm very close to there. So I'm Vijayawada guy. And that whole seafaring communities have all been converted.
No,
etc.
I'm talking main OC caste are converted. What you are talking OC caste ready? I'm from ready.
Oh, వాళ్ళు కూడా కన్వర్ట్ అయ్యారు. అవును, సారీ స్విచ్ టు లాంగ్వేజ్.
మీ పేరు ఏం పేరు అదే చెప్తున్నాను. అర్థమైంది మీకు. అసలు ఇంకా మీరు ఎక్కడున్నారు? రెడ్డి సపరేట్ చర్చ్ పెట్టారు వాళ్ళు. మళ్ళీ క్యాష్ దాంట్లో కూడా. వాట్ వి ఆర్ సేయింగ్ దట్ నీరజ్,
no, what I try.
Texas. I'm sorry. I hope
what I'm saying is the people have churches according to the caste itself. They are like one caste should come, some other caste should not come. They're constructing based on caste.
Wow.
It's bad.
Very inclusive.
Now one more thing I have to say. There are 2-3 organizations were fighting for this. They did survey. Basically, only 60% of Hindus are there in Andhra Pradesh. Remaining all are two different religions. Basically, they are dominating left and right. I think we'll become minority in our own state. This is what I want to say.
Is this Andhra or Telangana? Which one?
Andhra, AP.
Andhra.
Now we'll have another guest with us. Bhaskar is also with us for the
lot of trucks and vans.
Bhaskar is also with us for the first time.
And
So yeah, Bhaskar, please. Yeah, one moment.
Conversions.
Yeah, we'll come back to conversions. No problem.
Just
Let's just Bhaskar
point.
make his points. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, am I audible?
Wait, Bhaskar. Let Abhay make his point.
That thing about trucks. So when I was living in Tamil Nadu, I saw many trucks and buses saying "Praise the Lord, Christ." I still remember traveling through ECR from Sholingnallur to your Puducherry. Almost 50 churches on the way in that 120-kilometer stretch.
Not
20
to mention
to 30
mosques, but they will be there, yeah.
No, not too many mosques, but 20 churches at least. This is the least I'm saying along the ECR. So that was one thing, and another thing is that I'm noticing such things in my area also, North 24 Parganas. So this is spreading like wildfire. I don't know if India or Hindu society has the capacity to stop this.
One moment. Now Bhaskar will come in. Betal, in order to in order to join the stream, you have to become a member, and you will find the link on the community tab. If you are a member, then only then the link will be visible to you. Yeah, go ahead, Bhaskar.
Yeah.
Oh, Bhaskar, no, your internet is very screwed.
Okay.
Oh, it's gone now. Bhaskar went away. Oh no, Bhaskar is still here. Yeah, Bhaskar, your internet is very screwed. It's all breaking up. See if you can do something about it. If you can rejoin, go out of the stream, refresh your Wi-Fi. Now we are getting into completely infrastructure discussions, and that's why we have the two Agarwals here to represent Bengal in terms of infrastructure. Okay. So Rishabh, what your thoughts on the metro, the metro lines increasing, number of metros increasing, and your suggestions for metro and tram as well to kick off the Bengal infrastructure development discussion, and as well as how much do you take the problems of people like Anand and Rudvik seriously? What are we even in the same planet? They are saying, "Oh, Bangalore is a substandard city. Oh, it's so bad." What are we talking about here? Yeah.
You know, yesterday Slevin was going on about was saying, "Dada, sorry to burst your bubble, but BJP is also very corrupt. They built this one road and it was completely uneven. So BJP is very bad." So I was thinking that this is the definition of first world problems. Oh, our roads are a little bumpy. So yeah, Calcutta is another world of its own. Honestly, see, like, you know, it's very interesting living in Mumbai and even in Delhi. I lived in Delhi for about 1.5 years. I realized those places like Delhi, Mumbai, parts of Delhi, like proper Delhi, maybe not so much a larger NCR, but Delhi, Gurgaon, parts of Noida, parts of Bombay, Bangalore, they are living in Eastern European standards of living generally. We are living in Togo, Benin. Okay, so it's a whole other continent. both in terms of quality of life and infrastructure, also in terms of per capita, things like per capita income. That central dividing line between West and East India is very real. It is a problem throughout East India, not just in Bengal, but speaking specifically of Bengal today, because honestly, out of East India, Bengal has the best chance. So speaking specifically about Calcutta, number one, my opinion on trams. Build trams if you want, like a light metro rail with their own dedicated tracks, so that they don't create a problem with all of the other traffic.
For only a
Now, the
certain
problem-
portion of the city.
हाँ,
that
within a
should run
certain
only in a
portion
certain
of the, yeah, exactly. But for a certain portion है, because see, एक तो अगर तुम sorry to use this language, but एक तो अगर आप कोई एक aesthetic के चौधे बनना है आपको, आप ओल्ड टाउन कैलकाटा में डालोगे. ओल्ड टाउन कैलकाटा में ऑलरेडी 2 लेन रोड्स है. उसमें अगर आप एडिशनली एक ट्राम लाइन के लिए जगह ब्लॉक कर दोगे, तो द सिटी विल चोक अप. यू कैन नॉट डू दैट. न्यू टाउन साइड में आपको अगर करना है, नो पॉइंट. सॉल्ट लेक में करना है, सॉल्ट लेक में यू हैव अ केस फॉर इट. Have it as a light metro, and they can basically serve the purpose of that last mile thing जो अभी ऑटोज वहाँ के overpriced ऑटोज करते हैं. Not in the old town. Old town में अगर आपको एस्थेटिक के लिए करना है, विक्टोरिया मैदान के चारों तरफ घुमा दो. तो for non-Calcuttans, next to Victoria Memorial, there is this huge मैदान. That is where all of the big rallies and everything happens. You can run the metro around that big मैदान with the backdrop of the Victoria Memorial, so all of your black and white photos can be done. अगर functionally करना है, Salt Lake करो. That is about it. Maybe a little bit of North Calcutta, Kalyani. Metro lines, they're pretty. Calcutta, see, the metro system of Calcutta, if you look at the master plan of it, it is a very well thought out system. The way that it is, okay, so Dada, is it possible for you to maybe pull out Google Maps? Is it possible? Otherwise, it's fine.
Yeah, it's possible.
Because Calcutta,
what do you want me to search?
I was just going to say, in the meanwhile, I'm sure in the last when the conversation went infrastructure last time out, this whole point of tram being useless and why it's useless came up. So I think most of the people may echo the sentiments.
Yeah, because of that last conversation, I had this thought that if you have to make trams work in Calcutta, where can it work? So Salt Lake is like Calcutta's Chandigarh. Okay, it's very low density.
It's that got a very fancy mall there, no? It's got a very fancy mall there.
City center, yeah.
Yeah, city
Yeah,
center.
Yeah.
See,
So this is
they have to block out other traffic. They have to block out other vehicles there.
They will have to, but Salt Lake is the only place with a low enough population density that वहाँ पे इतना अभी भी traffic होता नहीं है. Salt Lake का traffic problem is, and I'm sorry, I'm getting very Calcutta specific, but Salt Lake's traffic problem is because of lack of access into and outside that area. Within Salt Lake, there is not that much of a traffic issue. You can do trams over there only as light rail. And it is the only place with broad enough roads. You cannot do it anywhere else in Calcutta.
I want to contribute.
Why do you want me to pull up the maps, Rishabh?
Yeah, can you zoom out a little? So this is related to the metro point. If you look at the geography of Calcutta, if you look at the urban area over here, you can see that Calcutta is basically a sort of a semicircle on the banks of the Hooghly River. Okay. Now, यहाँ पे there is one metro line, which is the oldest metro line in India, which basically runs north to south as basically like a spinal cord of Calcutta. This one over here, जो बीच में एक line है. There is another one which is a green line over here, which starts from Salt Lake Sector 5, goes under the Hooghly River, ends at Howrah Station. There are a few more lines that are being developed. This one. There is one which is basically going through your bypass all the way to South Calcutta, the EM bypass. Which is going to be basically like a parallel of the existing to a certain point, and then they connect. So it is serving a lot of. So you see this road over here, जहाँ पे east, ये right hand side में जो चौड़ा रास्ता है एक तो, basically I think that is bypass. So
Yes, this
it's
yellow line.
yeah, this one. So you see, यहाँ पे this line is covering all of the growth areas of the city all the way to the south. Now there are additional lines that are built that are basically going all the way north and all the way south to all of our suburbs, all the way south to a place called Joka, where you have the IIM, which used to be a complete. It is basically Diamond Harbour, almost Diamond Harbour, and
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so by the way, Rajpur, Sonarpur over here in the right is where the infamous egg thing happened.
Yeah.
And over here,
Yeah.
even
It's the famous
over
thing,
here,
not infamous.
yeah. So you're getting metro lines all the way down to these areas as well. These are all the suburbs of Calcutta. And then on the left, you're getting a metro line that is all the way till Joka, IIM Calcutta, which is sort of outskirts. Imagine, heart of Mumbai, Dadar to
Yeah, this
Powai.
is IIM.
So, that is IIM.
Here's IIM.
And here you have a small metro line because it's still under construction, but it is being planned to be extended all the way to not all the way, but it's being planned to be extended a bit of the way on the route to Diamond Harbour.
Okay.
Can I be brutally,
Yeah.
brutally honest something that I just observed?
Yes.
I'm observing these lines, and this is the problem with India. The line, the growing a population along the single line, and this is the problem in India. This is why we are so congested.
And Bangalore offset those lines where it shouldn't be for the metro.
No, it is the point.
See, Can I show you something to back up your point, Anand? If you look at the map of Calcutta, you will see you can differentiate between the old city and the new city. The old city is this block over here, this blob over here, which is a semicircle on the on the Hooghly. उसके बाद आप देख रहे हो ऊपर नीचे एक लाइन में जा रहा है और ईस्ट एक लाइन में जा रहा है. East is Bhangar and all of those areas. South is going towards Falta and Diamond Harbour. Which, by the way, people think that Falta is like some interior area of Bengal. It's not. It's basically an outskirt of Calcutta. Falta and Diamond Harbour.
So the reason I was using
the name of that place until this incident happened. Now everyone is expert on Falta. That's it.
If you
I
observe
only knew about Diamond Harbour.
every single problem of Indian infrastructure is about the way we settle people. We allow people to settle along a single line. And when you settle along a single line, it congests. It's like basically that entire region gets congested, right? And then it's impossible to move people away from that line. Just you clog the line, right? When you clog the line, and people said the lines are expanding outward. So imagine you're a single line. You put houses on all four sides. Now, if you want to expand that road, you can't expand the road anymore. It's stuck. You're basically stuck. And as more people start flooding on the outside of that line, no one wants to leave anymore, right? No one wants to leave
because everything is there. Why would you leave?
Everything is there. So when that happens, you cannot do city planning anymore. This is fundamentally what happens in every Indian city. We allow people to settle along the road.
Oh, also why the PWD, just to add to Anand's point, the two things. One is PWD, Public Works Departments, their engineering calculations go FADU because of this very same problem. Because by the time they won't come to the upgrade phase, you've over congested the area and you have to rescope the whole dimensions, and there's a road in the way now and there's other things in the way. So BBMP and all this classic cascading problem, forever stuck in a forever loop. You cannot exit the program, in a forever executable loop.
Indian infrastructure is perpetually 20 years behind because of this.
It's not about being 20 years behind. It is designed by people who don't understand how people live. Designed by people. Let me explain.
Okay, but
Anand,
can I get
okay, Rishabh, go ahead. Rishabh, finish your point.
I want to let me finish this point. Very important. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
So imagine the connection between Mysore and Bangalore. Okay, the road that connects between Mysore and Bangalore is still going to all the city areas. It is going next to the city. There is the exact wrong thing to do. Why are you building it near the city? People from the city will come and start putting the shops next to the road and block the road access again.
And same problem. Accidents and everything else.
Yes, your job is to say 10 kilometers from the main highway, both sides is government land. You cannot come and put your house there. You cannot put a stall there. We will decide what goes there. The government will decide how public amenities can be provided on that highway. If you are smart enough to think like that, this is the problem with socialism in India, right? Oh, we have to cater to every single politician, local dada, local this thing. I'll say, okay, I'll go by your place, and you can put your
Anand. It's called inclusive democracy. It's called participatory democracy, bitch. Why wouldn't you let them say their piece?
Can I add here?
Anand, those 10 kilometers of land are not with public. Those are with our ex-CMs.
I
Okay. Yeah, it's with that's exactly the point. But this I want to add to
ex-CMs
this.
and present CMs also, both. It is
No,
with
you're
them.
forgetting MPs and all these other people. But yes, can
No,
add.
MPs, see, MPs or ex-MPs are brothers of ex-CMs or present.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
it is
Yes,
with them,
yes.
with them.
or the doctor or the
Yeah, the addendum people that take care of them.
yeah.
Doctor? What doctor?
Can I add to this? Sorry. Yeah, I wanted to bring up Hyderabad here. Sorry, just quick one.
Yeah.
I live in an area past Gachibowli, and that is becoming a cesspit of a traffic problem. First of all, what I like about Bangalore traffic, and it's going to be an unpopular opinion, is that there are trees to block the light coming into your eyes from the high beams. That doesn't exist in Hyderabad. You are absolutely dead with a headache once you're in Hyderabad with this high beam problem at that road, Gachibowli, High Tech City, Jubilee Hills Town Road, and then further on the Durgam Cheruvu Bridge where that roller skating guy was at. Caleb, great channel. Please recommend Runtime BRT, all the startup stuff. And they're beyond the Kokapet, Golden Mile Road and all. All the apartment buildings are all coming there only. They're not going to other parts of the ORR at the moment. So my point is this: Hyderabad is also going to have the densification problem in these areas. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. The line is not
Rishabh, finish your point?
but it's the same problem.
Wait, let Rishabh finish his point.
Okay, so first I'll finish my point, then a couple of new points, which if they fit in queue, I'll come in later. Just to talk about what Anand raised, and I'm sorry, I forgot your name, the other person raised. Okay, so I lost my train of metros. So right now, basically what they're doing with Calcutta Metro is very simple. They're doing a crisscross and then they're doing a bypass metro. Okay, like it's a bypass of the city. You get from the end to end and you get off wherever you want. And then there is a spinal metro. So it's almost like a T. On top of that, what it is doing is it's shooting out. So from the core of the city, you have metro lines that are shooting out to certain suburbs here and there. All right. So certain few suburbs to the north, you have places like Barrackpur and Kalyani, places to the south. Nothing to the east yet because there's nothing worth going to east of Calcutta. Really, as of now, there's the eastern Newtown area in Calcutta, which is the easternmost part of Calcutta, is functionally the easternmost part of India. Also, as of now, maybe that will change in the future, but as of now, so. Metros are really appreciated, but what we need with metros, very importantly right now, are a couple of things. Number one, for whatever reason, Mumbai has this problem where you don't start metro lines at capacity. Like the metro rakes that you get in, they're very limited. And it creates an overcrowding problem automatically, or rather immediately. You need to start building at scale over here. And second thing is you need to start planning for the future, because this is something that you can learn from Delhi. In Delhi, when they started building, they did not plan 20 years ahead. And what happened as a result of that was you were getting, is my internet fine, by the way? As a result, what's happening is that whenever two metro lines are interconnecting, you are getting these 250-meter walkways between metro stations. This is also something that we need to start planning for in the future. Now, Calcutta is good in that way because I have seen that they are by and large not doing that, but you need to keep planning for that. You need to keep having that open space around metro stations to ensure that things progress. Second, moving people in and out of Calcutta. Now, over here, Anand, I take your views, but I will disagree a bit. The place where Calcutta is in right now, we need to pull in people, okay? Because Bangalore has a problem where there are too many people right now and they're not moving out because the clusters of where people can find work is just in Bangalore and it's becoming overcrowded. Calcutta has a different problem right now. Calcutta has a problem. Yeah, exactly. So Calcutta has a problem right now where there is a massive exodus that has happened in the past 10 years. We need to start pulling those people back. You can do greenfield stuff, sure, but that is a 25-year project under the best of situations. In Bengal right now, there is nothing other than Calcutta that can be a magnet for people to come back in. Forget getting in migrants from different parts of the country. We need to bring back the Bengalis who have left Bengal.
What about
For
Kharagpur?
that,
What about Kharagpur?
good point about Kharagpur. That is for the industrial belt. I'll come to that later, maybe. Right now, I'm speaking about the the white collar, high income people that would settle urban Calcutta. Yes. So this is the map. You can see. The pink and the yellow lines to the north don't do it justice. It's going pretty far to the north of Calcutta. This is just a representative. Like Barrackpur isn't just that far away. It's a good distance. But yeah. So
No, but I didn't say don't get people to Calcutta. I'm saying when you bring population density is fine. It's like you manage the population density. That my point is not about.
What I'm coming to next. Yeah, that is what I'm coming to next. So for that, you need to. There are places in Calcutta which can start taking these. It's fine. There are places in Calcutta which can still be developed. It has a lot of open areas for that, and especially around the Newtown area where all of the new IT parks and everything is happening. Forget old school Calcutta. You need a Hyderabad-like model. Old school Calcutta is too far gone. Usko maintain karo. Try to do whatever you can with it. But all the development needs to happen in a secondary, like a sub-city or a sub-part of Calcutta, which would be the eastern belt. You can push north also towards the whole Barrackpur area, fill in the blank area that we have between say Damdam and Barrackpur. That would also be a good option. But for that, you need to again start planning it. So there's this place called Newtown in Calcutta, which is basically our version of Noida. Okay, it's where you have the Biswa Bangla Gate, if you know about it. It's where all of the IT sector development is happening. When that was originally being planned, you had a situation where buildings were coming up, but there was no plumbing. There was no sewage lines. So buildings got built, and there was
this is where Capgemini is right now. Capgemini and these companies are there right now. So they had that
all the
township
major
that
IT
came in, they didn't have
consulting
water
companies.
problem. Right? Yes, I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, so it is a problem. Residential areas. Newtown was supposed to have a lot of high-end residential areas, but for a good 10-15 year period, you had situation where every time it would rain, it would flood, and you would start getting like snakes and stuff on the road, because functionally Calcutta is a swamp. Okay. Anything that's not solid ground is swamp in and around Calcutta. So you would start getting snakes. No one is gonna come over here. This is what you need to start building. Now, why am I very optimistic about Calcutta? Why am I not speaking so much about the problems of Calcutta? Is very simple. I was just doing some reading, and I found that fundamentals wise Calcutta काफी अच्छा है. Okay, so for example, education over here is taken a hit, sure, but the kind of education that you will have for the upper middle class population in Calcutta is still pretty decent. It has taken a hit, but nothing that cannot be overcome. I'm not talking about the government schools or Calcutta or Bombay or Delhi. Pointless to discuss that because that's another discussion right now. Fundamentally, Calcutta ka education is not really bad. Healthcare is also okayish. It's not as good as South India at all, but in my personal experience, not for non-life-threatening things or non-serious things, Calcutta has pretty decent medical care situations going on. The hospitals over here are pretty decent. In terms of other quality of life things, so why is Gujarat not becoming the next Maharashtra? No matter how much they try, why are the white-collar urban people not moving to Gujarat? Uska karan is simple. You need to have a sort of a cosmopolitan culture where you have a level of acceptance of different types of lifestyles, in the sense that alag khana milna chahiye. You cannot have a problem with people drinking, and people will think yaar ye to marginal cheez hai, agar paise denge to log jayenge. Sure, but the white collar population in India today is very finicky and it's very choosy about all of these things. If you don't give them a good places to eat, good places to drink, good places to shop, you will not be able to attract them. Calcutta has all of the infrastructure for all of these things as well, and I consider these a part of good infrastructure, because भैया गांव नहीं बना रहे हम लोग शहर बना रहे. We need an urban crowd over here, right? So Calcutta has good fundamentals. What it needs to pull people back is a rise in incomes, and a rise in incomes will only happen, economically speaking, rise in income will only happen if there is number one, of course, rise in income will happen. You can do it in 2 or 3 different ways. One is very simply you start developing the areas where you want the high income people to come in. Usse ho jayega, because by and large companies over here will, at least MNCs, they pay more or less similar wages to different cities in and around India. So that can be a way to pull people in. Another way is thoda sa devious hai, but you can do it with inflation. Calcutta mein cost of living is really low. If you start pushing up inflation, people's requirements will also make their incomes rise. Another way is to give people more opportunities. Okay. The third and the most important.
How about making Rajarhat and Newtown completely tax-free and free land as well for new companies to come in? Otherwise, if we don't do this, can we ever catch up to Bengaluru and Hyderabad?
No, but that won't increase your price, won't rise your incomes. That will not increase your price.
That doesn't change the basic.
That doesn't
change what?
The base game.
Incomes only increase when
You can do it. It's a good idea to get people.
One moment.
Wait, Anand. To a different problem.
Anand, if those companies come in and then we have high-paying jobs, or at least more employers, right?
More jobs, yeah.
Let me be brutally honest, and I know a lot of people are in this idea that foreign companies will come and invest in our country and we will get rich. No, we will not get rich unless we make our own self rich. I'm sorry, but I don't like this idea that China has already taken that. No other country is going to take that ever again. Vietnam has taken that in a different way. Let me give you an example of Vietnam. Okay, Vietnam was very smart. They didn't become rich the way China became rich. You know what they did? They did cultural tourism, and they got rich there. So if you observe, a lot of Vietnamese villages are extremely rich because they opened up their farms to foreigners. They created a new kind of good that no one was providing.
Same with Thailand.
Exactly, which we are not doing. We are still trying to copy paste what other people are doing. What we need to create new kinds of goods that we are good at, and people will pay a premium to us for. And when they give us a premium, our standard of living will go up, and then the income of people will go up. The problem is we literally want to be the factory of the world. Why do you want to be the factory of the world? It's already done by China. Be the thinkers of the world. Be the tourist, the philosophers of the world. Do that. Build an entire. What is Jaggi Vasudev? Jaggi Vasudev is creating new tourism, cultural tourism in his area.
That's a very good point.
Taking the benefits of it. Why are we not thinking about all of the country? That's my point.
Yeah, just before I leave, I just have to dip for 30 minutes. I quickly want to add my point. Just want to dip for 30 minutes and come back. The core competencies of different ashrams in India is very underrated. So I would say that the different sampradayas of each ashram, and I call them core competencies of Hinduism, have different benefits. One ashram I know is excellent in homams and like basically in pujas, like homams. Nobody else does it. That ashram is based outside Nanjangud by Mysore. I know that. They're all over the world, including Trinidad, like buttfuck middle of nowhere. Second thing, these ISKCON people have already done we know what ISKCON does. We know what Isha Foundation does, which is yoga. Ramakrishna can be the education one. And like that, you can just go on. My point is that these ashrams are an important point. Second thing, what Anand is saying is very important. You have tons and tons of local resources and uniqueness that you've not even looked at to harness. So they've picked up, let's say, I think in Bihar, they picked up malaki or what's that, makhan wala something. They picked some vegetable or fruit. Makhana. Yes. I'm saying like that, there is this special fruit called mahua. I'm not talking about, you know who, but mahua in Madhya Pradesh. You can get really good alcohol from it, but also you can get really good chutney from it. My point is that these sort of things should be from a bottom-up feeding, which feeds to what Anand is, I guess, trying to say. And as a result, that would make us very unique. Our tourism is also untapped, as he said. Furthermore, like again, the other thing with you mentioned about a clean city and making a new thing from scratch. Personally, if you have something are built around a center of education and institute, like for example, Bangalore, you can say is constructed around IISC, Indian Statistical Institute, and so on and so forth. You could do the same thing. Government institutions that were established in the 70s, 60s, whatever. You could do the same thing with IIT Kharagpur. IIT Kharagpur is genuinely good institution. I don't see why, and it doesn't have seemingly too much left-wing politics and all that. Why don't you do that? So that's why I was
No, I
proposing.
take your
Mhm.
I take all of your points. They're all good points. I had not even gotten to them honestly. Right now, I was just talking about ID sector in Calcutta. Proper.
But yeah, I will
As
dip
of
and
now.
come back. See you guys very soon.
So the problem with Kharagpur is how do you get people to live in Kharagpur? Like people from Calcutta will understand. Like how do you convince someone who's earning 15 lakhs a year or 12 lakhs a year that hey, forget Newtown, forget the life you get over there, go live in this place where you work till 7 p.m. and then you go back to your home and then you just sit and watch TV, go to sleep and keep doing that. You don't have anything to do, you don't have anything to do in the weekends. So it's you can try, but it's again a 20-year project, right? So we need to pull up fast. So for that, focus on Calcutta, focus on the infrastructure around in and around Calcutta. And to CSK's point, see, if you make Newtown a tax-free area or you give them a tax holiday, that's great. Okay, sure, but how that will create more jobs. It is a solution to a different problem. I am talking about a different problem. I am talking about bringing up Calcutta's uh, per capita income to the level of the other metros. For that you need to start getting in the highest earning people over here. For that you need to do three different things. Number one is start bringing up the rear. You start massive public works projects. Start with rebuilding up all the roads. You start with expanding the metro infrastructure. You put I am not sure what Manrega work looks like in Bengal, but start seeing if you can use it for public works like you do in the rest of the country.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. There is a company called Infosys and Wipro, which are from Kannadigas, which Anand was saying that we need to build our own, we should make ourselves rich. So these people didn't care all of that in the 90s or 80s when they started companies in Bangalore. They created the companies, they started to build the infrastructure, they talked with government, they did develop some infrastructure. The electronic city metro, okay, only Anand is from Bangalore, right? And the other guy Rutvik was from Bangalore. So anyway, if you people visit, you can see that there are 2-3 metro stations in Bangalore which are completely funded by private companies, and they have their name with the station name. Like if that place is so like that. Even in Kolkata, if you allow the industrialists, like the way one of the way is what Neerajan suggested, free tax-free area. They will come, they will build their company, they will also build the infrastructure which is required for them or their employees. They can do that. But if you build that and ask them to come with the shitty labor laws and shitty tax regime, they will not come.
Yeah, absolutely, totally agree with you on that. Not at all disagreeing with either you or Anand on that. What I'm saying is that is a solution to a different problem. That is a solution to a problem of okay, there is not enough homegrown people who are getting employment in these areas. That is not Bengal's problem. See, the problem about states which have an exodus is and it is very different from places like Bangalore or something like that. Calcutta was on the path to becoming Patna over there. The problem of Calcutta is anyone who has any kind of education is already out. You need to pull them back in, and if you want to pull them back in, you need to give them competitive salaries. Otherwise forget about them coming back. If you build up these, give tax free and everything. I'm not saying do one or the other. I'm saying do both. And the reason for that is that will help, all the people who are graduating today, tomorrow, 5 years from now, all of those people will have opportunities to work over here in here's salary. But that will not bring those people back. And you need to bring those people back. And I'll tell you why. The company that I'm working in,
Again, I'm really sorry for interrupting. Yeah,
No,
I
but
agree
yeah.
with you both.
Because
I agree with
I'm just
you.
speaking, you guys please.
Yeah, I agree with do both. That's what I'm saying. But if you build world-class infrastructure and keep the laws shitty, no one will come. That's the point. So we need to do both.
We need to do both. Also, we need
I
to do what
think
we can.
I think
They
one
could-
thing
Here's
we
the
can
thing.
do.
Sorry.
There is one thing we can do, that suddenly increasing the salaries would be difficult. So if the state has the ability to do something about decreasing the taxes as much as possible, it's sort of a cost effect policy. That
You're
is,
talking about
Taxes
incentives.
is
so
not.
if you cannot increase salaries, you decrease the spending. That is the taxes, at least depending on the government.
Yes,
That
but
is possible.
see, the taxes that the state or the local governments can control will not go into the pockets of the employees. That will be savings on the parts of the companies. There is no guarantee that that will be passed on to the employees. See,
Hold on,
you're getting
maybe-
my point. It will help for getting more employment in Calcutta. Maybe they'll be incentivized to building more offices here, but not necessarily will it translate into higher salaries. And your income tax and everything, that is in the hands
it
of
won't.
Modi ji.
Jumping to
That is clearly.
hold on.
It
Can I
won't
jump?
translate to just 1 point. It won't translate to higher salaries. That is why I made that point, that decrease the taxes as much as possible. Because look, what you say is that because of low salaries, people won't come back. But I think there are some people who actually want to come back because their old parents are living here. They want to give company to their parents because their parents that by themselves are not being able to manage the situation. So these factors are all also there. If people get better opportunities, for example, opportunities to grow. One of the most important things that I've heard among CAs is that in Kolkata, it's not just about the salaries. There is no growth in career. You don't get challenging projects, okay, which you get in
That
Bangalore or
is
Mumbai. So
that is exactly what I was going to. That is exactly what I was going to come to. In my company, what is happening is the Calcutta office is very new. Okay, because the Calcutta office. Am I audible properly? Because the Calcutta office is very new. There's not a lot of senior people over here. I am actually and technically I'm not a very senior role wise person, but like 70-75% of the people are newer than me, and I'm not like that much into my corporate career. I'm 5 years into my corporate career. There are maybe 5-6 people who are more senior than me in the entire Calcutta office in our team. Now this creates a situation where, because there is no leadership level people present in our office now, uska ek to अप्रेजल्स में, प्रमोशंस में, प्रोजेक्ट्स में, सब विजिबिलिटी रिलेटेड जो भी चीजें होती हैं उसमें प्रॉब्लम होता है. और कैलकाटा का ऑफिस में ना ऑलरेडी ये प्रॉब्लम मेरे कंपनी में हो रहा है, एंड आई हैव हर्ड फ्रॉम मल्टीपल ऑफ माय फ्रेंड्स के अलग अलग कंपनीज में हो रहा है, बिकॉज विजिबिलिटी इतना नहीं होता है, बिकॉज यहाँ पे लीडरशिप लेवल लोग नहीं. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि यहाँ पे head offices bana do. That is, I understand that's not feasible, but you need to get these people who are now in senior posts back in Calcutta so that they can vouch for Calcutta, right? So that they can talk about this office.
Okay, hold on. Before you go to more,
another.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Before you get to that, you're going to step 4. All these are step 4, step 5. Taxation is only like the catalyst to the fundamental chemical reaction. Taxes only make a business more profitable. It cannot create business. See, this is the problem you guys are not realizing. Unless the fundamental area where you're living in doesn't have the ability to create businesses, changing taxation laws will not make a difference. So you have to fundamentally create value on its own. Then the taxation makes it easier for you to create more value as you go and make it more competitive with other groups.
I agree.
So,
I
so for
agree.
example,
Yeah.
if you want to bring industry to Calcutta, you need to realize what is the what do you call it, the value that the Calcuttans can provide locally. So, for example, if you want to bring a car factory, right, people there must be able to make the car. If the people can't make the car, even if I give it a very good tax rate, the company can't run his company there, right? He's like, okay, I have no labor. What am I going to do with a low tax rate? So, what is the fundamental thing that Calcutta can provide for people to work there? So, what kind of skills, what kind of resources, what kind of access? Like, so, imagine if you want all the IT people to come back. Will the IT people be provided good quality infrastructure where they can work? Are the people from Calcutta educated in the way that someone from maybe you're a tender from the US and a particular thing is coming? Will you be able to fulfill that tender? Then the tax rate can manipulate and make it more valuable. So that is what you need. You need to build that first. So the human capital needs to be built first. Human capital is built, then everything else you can work on based on.
I think
See, you are talking about Anand, you are talking about skill set and talent, right? What I'm saying is, if your state's laws are too fucked up for, if they have designed or manipulated the laws for an industry to not survive deliberately, then it is difficult, right? Even if they have the best skill set in Kolkata or in West Bengal or in the eastern part of India, companies won't come. Even with low taxes, they won't come. They will not come and set a factory to just fail.
That's my point. Structural unemployment is the issue.
Okay.
Structural unemployment, in India, you have a lot more options. India's problem is structural unemployment.
See,
I have one question, one request. Sorry, not a question. Request to you. Have you read the laws, various industry laws? I'm not talking about the labor laws. I know that is fucked up in West Bengal. The other laws which will make for a industry to come and work in West Bengal. Have you read it? If not, please make a session whenever you are free.
All the laws regarding industry are all anti-industry. All of them need reformation. Land ceiling, labor laws, labor hours, etc. But taxes, entertainment tax, all of that needs to go away and needs huge reform. Yeah, go ahead, Rishabh.
Yeah, Anand, this is what I was always saying. No, whatever आप जहाँ से सोचना शुरू करते हो ना कलकत्ता उसके पीछे है अभी. Okay. Before we need laws, yes, but we also need capital. Okay, बिना capital के you can dream of all industry and what we should do. We should build our industries. Great. You need capital, number one, and number two, you need things that would minimize your OPEX. Okay, you need things that would maximize your CAPEX, minimize your OPEX. That is what we need to do in Bengal. So, abhi uske capital banane ke liye na, you need to get the HNIs back to Bengal. Otherwise, nahi hoga. And then if you want to talk about building factories and all, see, there are a couple of things that you can do. You can find out, okay, see, honestly, at this point, Bengal has a few options that they can do. They can do agri processing very well. They can do logistics very well. Right now, Bengal can be the logistics hub of Eastern India, especially if we get our ports right there. We can have like a Great Nicobar to Vishakhapatnam to Tajpur onwards. You can have like a whole model that goes up the Ganges into up to until I think up to the Sangam, up to the Triveni Sangam. You can have pretty decent sized cargo ships traverse up the Ganges. So at least up until there, wahan se you can pick up the Ganga highway, and that is how you can integrate Calcutta into the markets of Delhi. That is what you get. That is what will pull in capital to build in Calcutta, because logistics wise, अगर आप कुछ import कर रहे हो to manufacture and then sell forward either to the rest of the country or outside the country, building near the ports is important. That is why Tamil Nadu is such a good place to do business, amongst other things. I'm not taking it away from you, amongst other things. So that is a model that Bengal can replicate, but all of that is a 10-year project, 15-year project. I am talking what can we do within the next 5 years in Calcutta. This is
Okay,
all that we can do
bro.
mining.
Sorry,
We can do things
sorry,
like mining. Mhm.
bro. Sorry to interrupt. I have one fundamental problem with your argument that first thing is capital, because some of the Karnataka industrialists have openly talked about the point that they want to do some business in Kolkata because that is the epicenter of Eastern India. But the problem is, since the industry laws are fucked up, they don't want
Yeah.
to go there. They want to put their own capital, but they're not getting land from the government. See,
Yeah.
if the industry laws are fucked up and Bengal's infrastructure in next 10, 15, 20 years, even if it upgrades to world class level also, many industrialists won't come up there. That's the main point there. Capital is there actually. In India, at least capital is there. I don't know about West Bengal, because are there no rich people among Bengali community, at least who reside out of Bengal? Abhay
No,
and
no.
Siddhartha, both of you can answer.
As of now, so there are rich people. That's why I was saying the capital is not a problem in Kolkata, in my view. The point Rishabh was making is understandable in the sense that Kolkata does not give you a very good lifestyle, and it does not give you too much hopes about your career growth. If these things can be sorted out, then I think low salary won't be too much of a problem. Because if people see a future and see that, okay, in future my salary will increase, my position in the company will increase, I will learn better, I will gain more skills, then I think people will come because they have families here. So that is one point. Second point is this is uh, this is where we can focus on development in Kolkata, but we can also take the bottom up approach, uh, where food processing industries can be focused upon, your fisheries can be focused upon. Then there are occupations like carpentry and all these things. If uh, Now again, as you said, Skanda, about laws, if laws are sort of made pro industry and pro industry growth, it's not just about attracting industrialists from other places in India, especially from more developed regions from India. I think Rishabh is right when he says that why would anyone come to Kolkata from Bangalore or Mumbai or Gujarat?
No, they
Uh,
will set up a branch
there
office.
is,
They will not come there. They will set up a branch office.
yeah, they will set up a branch office, but the top leadership won't come to Kolkata.
They
See,
won't.
top leadership should anyway reside in Mumbai or the headquarters. The way you can boost Kolkata is by taking the bottom up approach. Now, this is a more long term perspective where you first sort out the policy issues. You fix the laws, fix the land policies and everything, and start with low value industries, low hanging fruits like food processing. We have a lot of mangoes in places like Murshidabad and all. What can we do about that? What can we do about fisheries? Then, and if someone like Ambani or Adani can invest, like Tata was willing to invest in Shingur, but in this case, maybe Tata or Ambani, Adani is willing to invest and say that, okay, we will make a food processing industry, we will create cold storages for you. You do the land pooling and contract farming. We would focus on building the food processing industry. So from there we can move ahead. So, and nowadays I think people can come back to Kolkata because there are remote opportunities for work, especially in the IT sector. Companies are nowadays more open to giving remote work opportunities. So there people can come here, but then the point is Kolkata has to be lively. The problem with Kolkata today is that it has lost its life. You feel as if it's very empty. You don't feel like
Yes.
doing anything. It's like a
YSS, it's the most
dying
liberated.
city.
Yeah.
Just one point. Just one point. See, just one clarification about my points. Then I'll shut up for a bit because I've been speaking for a long while. One clarification. I'm not saying that there are no rich people in Calcutta. I'm saying they don't invest in Bengal. They all of them have manufacturing and everything set up in Odisha, the industrial belt of Odisha. They have it in Jharkhand. They have it in Madhya Pradesh, even in Uttar Pradesh. But they don't do it in Bengal because the laws over here are a problem, and also there is, you see, if you want to invest a huge amount of money, now you need some demonstrable proof that my investment will show returns and it will not have labor related problems and stuff like that. That demonstrable proof will only come when people start coming back, and the people with the risk appetite to do this are the big companies. Setting up your own manufacturing and all is all well and good, and it can definitely happen in the long run. But again, like, I'm not thinking about, this is what we should do, this is what ideally we should do. We should set up our own companies. Of course, we should set up our own companies. And I would go one step further, Anand. We should also not make the mistake of China and having those companies focus on the Western markets. We should focus on our own markets. Make in India for India. That should be the actual ultimate goal. But right now, I'm focusing on what we can do, what is possible for us. That is a very different conversation, unfortunately, because of the realities of this country.
Now, we have a viewer with whom Abhay and another friend, another one or two friends from our Vanguard team met up over this weekend, and he is involved with the BJP as well in his neighborhood, and he somehow managed to sit down with he got a contact with the chief secretary or chief advisor to Shubhendu right now, Subrata Gupta, and he has met with his secretary or somebody, some woman. Wait, I'll tell you all the name. The reason I'm bringing this up is to discuss his ideas for Bengal's development, okay? And we'll go point by point and see what are your opinions on these as well. Because other than the tram one, I am in favor of all these points. But some of them are far-fetched, some of them are hilariously far-fetched, etc. But I don't care about that, because we must be dreamers. We must not be, again, bogged down with feasibility of the BJP government. So, but aiming really crazily high should also be the norm. So I'll also ask you all, what do you all think this can, how far can this go? Just because he got a meeting with the chief advisor or some senior, all the topmost bureaucrats, do you think this can go forward just because they met up with him and gave him positive hints and stuff? Okay, wait, I'll just tell you all whom he met with.
Okay. So what did he say after meeting with them?
Yeah,
Did he give any
I'll tell you all.
feedback?
Yeah, he said that he posted the pictures and stuff. He went to Novanno. She said what most bureaucrats say, banger ideas. Since this requires multiple departments, I'll try to talk to them and the CM. I cannot commit, but if any updates required, I'll contact you, etc. The person she met is Vandana Yadav, and she is the principal secretary of Department of Industry, Trade and Commerce. And he will meet with Mr. Subrata Gupta himself as well. Okay, now his ideas are Mandarmoni and Digha are the two most famous beaches of West Bengal. But just to put things in context for the outsider, for the Bohiragatas here, Mandarmoni and Digha need not be the only beaches there, because the road is such that you take one road up until the end of West Bengal, until you drown in West Bengal, in the Bay of Bengal. You take every left road and it goes to some beach or the other. Okay, Udaipur, Balishai, Mandarmoni, Tajpur, Digha, all of them come one after the other. So his idea is that Mandarmoni Digha town need to be rebuilt as a planned city, planned international city with architecture similar to Cape Town, Miami, Sydney through private-public partnership. This I have a problem with, because I'm not in favor of planned cities, because planned cities become stagnant very quickly, and you can't artificially make a town look like another city, in my opinion. but let's see what his ideas are.
So
and
what
maybe
does
we'll take those
international
ideas.
city mean over here?
Cape Town minus Sydney, because he mainly wants these areas of beach areas to become retirement homes for the entire country. That's actually his declared position. Yeah, go ahead, Anand.
So let me disagree with you on the outset. Planned cities can be dynamic. It just requires how you plan them. So, for example, if you plan them for one community and say, like you said, old people town, then it's not going to work. You're right. Then it will get stagnant.
Yeah.
But you say this is a planned city where anyone who wants to buy here can come here and set up their system, and certain areas will be allowed for public, economic activity, which is basically like food shops, and there are certain area laid out.
Smart cities.
Not smart. I mean, smart city is a weird concept that BJP has not achieved at all. So
yeah, with the smart city, they kind of wanted to ex post facto do it after the state has created fucked up cities. Those smart cities are sort of the compensation for that.
No. So what I'm saying is different. I'm saying is there you have a beach, right? You have a certain space from the beach that is not going to be accessible by any public area to build. So you allow beach space, large amount of beach space, and you allow some space where there's economic activity along the beach, and it's fixed. It doesn't increase or decrease. It's just fixed there. That's 20 shops. That's it. Only 20 shops in that area. That's it. And then people bid to get their shop over there. In the first, 2 months, you bid, you get a shop, and you can run that shop as long as you're profitable there. And every other place in the city is planned out for people to live, and other shops can come further inside the city. Then you have got a nice harbor front. You've got a beach front that is not riddled with carts and stuff and shit. Yeah. And also people can live there and participate in beach activities. So the rest of the part is a planned city, but there are certain areas that are out of bounds for citizens to go and set up their shop. You do it that way, you have a dynamic city that keeps growing, and because that area has already been curated. That beach is being curated. Right? And as long as you're profitable there, you can stay there. If you're not profitable, you leave. The next person bids and go profitable. So that's how you place dynamic. And you have one economic attraction. Economic, remember, not social attraction. Economic attraction, like a food shop or a ice cream shop, or something interesting that pulls the majority of tourists. It happens.
I'll just add one point. I'll just add one point. If you want this to be a sort of a retirement/vacation home, privatize some beaches over there. Cut off certain sections of the beach, privatize them, give them to resorts, give them to people who want to build their homes on the beach. Goa has done this. Goa has done this with the high-end resorts, and it's actually pretty good. You can do this.
Resorts cut off beach access to everyone.
Just
and
one
beaches
point.
are
sections of it, not the whole beach. Cut off sections and then do it.
Why get sections of the beach?
Actually, just a point to
public
add.
land. Beaches are public land.
Adding to what Rishabh said about private beaches, actually Mandarmani has done it. Resorts have reserved beaches, sections of beaches for them. We did go to Mandarmani, I think a year and a half ago, I guess. So for every resort, there is a section of beach reserved for them. It belongs to that resort.
I've seen it in India and I hate it. It's like literally, it's like basically going back to feudal landlord. You have basically have cordoned off the entire area. Like, this is my space. Like my small fiefdom. Like, what nonsense.
Yeah, but then SEZ is feudalism and fiefdom anyway.
No.
See, it's not that you cut off the entire beach. It's about you create exclusive zones for people who want to pay for exclusivity. I mean, you may not like it, but see, that is what sells for a lot of people. If you want to create a high-end zone, you need to do these things.
No.
I'm not saying cut off the entire beach. Just do sections of it so that you can generate revenue from them, which is higher compared to the other. Like, have a Taj hotel over there with its own private beach where the general public cannot go.
You do not need to cut off the beach for that. All over the world, they have access. They have done this system where the beach is open, but the resort next to the beach is private. Like, so for example, you have maybe 50, 60 feet away from the beach. that area is cut off from everyone's access. Like the resort,
That's what these
owned
people are saying. Anand,
but
that's
you
what
cannot
these
cut
people.
off the beach itself. That's unacceptable. That's ridiculous. How can you cut off the beach? That's literally part of this ocean. I mean,
Because there are many beaches there. Many beaches are there, and the amount of privacy this will give to high net worth individuals, that will make this place attractive to
let
them.
me go and take over a beach, man, privately. Why can't I do that? I take a sword and a shield and I go take over a beach. Let me do that. I'm not allowed to do that.
Buy it legally, yeah.
Why should
Yeah.
I legally buy?
It's
if you
basically
want it, you'll have to
applying the
legally buy.
concept of private property.
Even how do these resorts? How do these? No, it's just
SEZ.
snowball.
Pay the money.
This is a tourism SEZ.
No,
Or
hold on.
maybe
Yeah.
you give it on lease, no? You
No,
don't have to buy it,
this is
give
where
it on
corruption
lease.
comes in. You get your friend is there, your friend in the ministry is there. He's like, oh, give you the step first into that.
No, Anand, tell me what's the difference between what we are discussing regarding beaches and versus ACZs?
So SEZs are zones the government has specified where you can run your business without high tax laws. So basically, what they're saying is, I will provide you a zone where your taxation is low, where you can do your work.
The
But this
beach
is-
becomes a zone. A portion of the beach becomes a zone.
No, it's the same logic as a park. If you have a park in a high-end residential society, or see, so for example, Calcutta has this very high-end residential society called Urbana, which has a huge park in the middle.
Wait, hold on. Come on. A park is not a natural space. Okay, it's not. You create the park. You put the effort into. As a capitalist, you put in the effort to create the park. The beach, a forest, these are natural spaces created by nature. You can't go and say, "Oh, I'm a capitalist. I take over the space." I'm sorry. That's not capitalism.
No, because the
Capitalism
beach on its own is not an economic activity producing situation, right?
It is,
Exactly.
It's not. I agree. It's not an economic activity producing situation, but you cannot say, "I own this land exclusively." Suddenly, out of nowhere.
Then what is the difference between this and an SEZ?
There's no saying. An SEZ is a space you're providing them to create new
Beach
things.
is the space you are providing to the resort owners
You're not
to create
creating
more
anything.
tourism.
They're taking what is the land already has and benefiting.
What do you
from
mean
it.
not creating anything? No. If the beach on its own is a random beach in West Bengal, the beach at the hands of
Yeah.
Mayfair is a beach in the hands of Mayfair. How can you-
Mayfair. It's a part of Mayfair where you will have nice cabanas and exclusive decks and all sorts of water activities that you can do within the resort.
No, the value comes from the beach, not from the building. The building is a value added. You understand? The hotel a value adds. It doesn't add. The fundamental value comes to the beach itself.
That is that can be said for anything. The fundamental value comes from the coal on the earth. Why do you give it to companies to mine it?
No, but
Fundamental value of beach is
and you can lose control.
attraction, right?
You can lose control of that coal tender after some time. If you're not profitable, if you're not providing the earnings that are required, you can't lose that the property suddenly out of nowhere.
beach also, if
Can
they're
buy
that will be given back.
Yeah. See, if you're not profitable with that resort, you'll sell it off to someone. You'll not hold on to it, na. It's a private property at the end of the day. It's not a fiefdom. It's a private property at the end of the day, and a private commercial property. You can't use it for residential purposes. And if you're not generating a profit of it, you'll sell it off to someone who can.
This is exactly
If you
what
cannot
happened.
pay the taxes on it, it will revert to the state.
This is exactly what the politicians have done to all public land in India. They have taken over the most valuable parts of the land because they've got the first step in buying that land. They've taken over and they don't provide any free market access to anyone else. See, I would agree with you if free market was the principle that India lived by. Unfortunately, everything is a fiefdom here. Everything is a political control fiefdom. If you allow for this to happen in your beaches, all the politicians will own that land. That's it. No one else, no actual businessman with a new idea will be able to own that land. I guarantee you this will happen.
But politician will not
See.
hold it with power, with gunpowder or something, right? He will pay the money and he will own the land.
Everything will be a scam. They'll pay like small 10 rupees
say-
when it's actually valuable.
Anand, right now nothing is happening on the beach. Scam हो जो भी हो 100-200 लोग को employment मिल जाएगा. Jo bhi ho.
I have a point.
See, here's the thing. It doesn't matter if a politician is owning it or whoever, or a businessman is owning it or a conglomerate is owning it, as long as it's being used to generate employment and money.
No modern.
If a politician invests in it, or if a private person invests in it, it doesn't change the fundamental point that you have, that this is private land and this will go away forever. Yeah, it will go away forever. What is the problem with that? Do we need to keep everything open for everyone all the time?
No, I'm saying
If it goes away, it goes away. Fundamentally, I don't have a problem with that.
My point is that, no,
even if let's say beaches are empty today, okay?
Yeah,
There are
Diga
no
Mandarmani is
activities
a
happening here.
useless place today.
Just a second, Rishabh. So beaches are empty, no activity is happening. Let's say it becomes a fiefdom and politicians take control over the beaches. I say they steal the beaches. The point is, even if they steal the beaches, they will do something with the beaches. Let's say if not 100% of the beach occupiers do anything with the beaches, at least 30 to 40% of the occupiers will do something with the beaches.
Yeah.
So it will boost some sort of economic activity.
Mandarmani today is a parking lot for boats, bad quality wooden boats. That's about it.
So in Mandarmani, I saw that there are resorts, and then through resorts there are gates to the beaches.
Yeah.
So you have to book a room in the resort to have access to that spot of the beach. Okay, that part of the beach, not the entire beach. Okay. So
Sections of the beach.
Can I answer the question that
don't understand that how is it different from the concept of private property? Because
In general,
there was a time when this entire land was jungle. Okay, it was nature's jungle. So people still went and occupied the land, bought the land, did whatever, and made it into a city. So I don't understand why one cannot do that private property thing with beaches. Why is it such a problem?
Okay, can I answer? Can I answer the question in a more general term? Because I can't give you the specific answer, because I can't give you the answer in a system that's imperfect, right? I'm talking perfect. The system currently, I'm a pragmatist, okay? And pragmatically, if you do this, it will all be taken over by certain kinds of people, and they will not allow anyone public to access. Even if they had the open the free market, they want to buy it. If I have a lot of money and I want to buy it, they won't let me. They'll come and shoot my family, or they'll do that. You cannot buy it. It's literally the way India works right now. My point, let me answer the question that someone asked. How does Singapore handle beaches? Singapore is the most capitalist country in the world, okay? They don't allow you to buy land on the beach. They don't. They banned the whole beach is a public space. What they've done is they've provided you spaces along the beach. Like I said, 20 different economic locations, like an SEZ, right? A beach SEZ. They have specified locations. This plot of land, you can temporarily lease for your business. So you add value by you opening business there. So McDonald's, for example. McDonald's may run a McDonald's restaurant near the beach. The beach goer uses the beach. He comes over to eat food. The McDonald's does his business activity by providing the person food, right? Or villas. They've provided villas. So, for example, you are a person, you want to rent the villa. You pay the government for renting the villa. You enjoy the beach. Again, economic activity, right? So they've created a way to create economic activity without taking over the beach. Like, what happens when people take over natural resources is they don't let go ever. That's the way it is. People don't let go ever. And especially in systems where you have a lot of bureaucracy is used to control that access. So the most modern social democracies that are capitalist, US, Australia, Canada, they do not allow public coasts to be bought. You can't buy them.
We mean lease. Lease is fine with us.
Yeah. Also, that's not true. You can buy beach. You can buy parts of the beach in the US at least. That I know as a fact. It depends on the state. It depends on like states and unka jo county hota hai.
No, you cannot buy the beach. You can buy.
You can buy the beach up until the water line. Literally up until the water line.
No, don't just. I just came to the US. I went to Mississippi.
What are beachfront properties then? Beachfront properties with private beaches. What are they?
properties, right? They don't own the beach. They own the property next to the beach. So for example,
What's the definition for a private beach? What does the word private beach mean then?
private beach, you control all the land till the beach, until the coast, which you cannot do. You cannot cut off access to people. So tomorrow if someone's struggling in the water there, the person like your door can't come inside here. They can't do such things.
So the access point is the only thing to be bothered about, right?
I'm disagreeing with about the access point should be so at least 10-20 feet from the beach. You cannot that coast, you can't. So for example, erosion is happening tomorrow, and they're like, no, it's my private property. You can't come and control erosion here. Like, it literally becomes that such issues come up. This is about public policy. Or they want to throw trash. They're like, okay, I'm in my private property. I'll allow everyone to dump trash here, and it flows into the sea. You'll be okay with that? What about all these poor people? They go to set up their.
No, you think just because someone has some amount of private property, then Indian laws don't apply to him or what?
Yeah, exactly.
No, Indian laws will still apply to him. He still won't be allowed to throw trash into the beach or into the ocean.
Where is Indian law says you can't throw trash in the beach? Tell me which law is it?
Swachh Bharat, bro. Swachh beach.
So I'm
okay. Let's just agree to disagree. See, my point here is that luxury tourism in India, by and large, they want two things: experiences and exclusivity. Sure, maybe Singapore does it in a certain way. I'm not very convinced that will be very useful in India. I am talking about more of the Maldives model over there. Like over there, you create exclusive spaces. That is the model that I wanted. I get your point. I get. That's not relevant. I get your point here. People might misuse it for whatever reasons. Doesn't mean we shouldn't do it. So maybe let's just agree to disagree.
I'm not anarcho-capitalist, so maybe that's why I'm a little.
Can I?
Yeah, Ludwig, you come in, but unfortunately, we'll have to end the live stream for a different reason. I think a lot of people's Google Chrome is acting up with StreamYard. I'm going on refreshing and restarting my computer. So if it crashes and I am not able to rejoin, then the discussion will be over and I won't even be able to end the live stream. So we'll have to end this quickly now. So Ludwig, closing thoughts then.
Oh, nothing. All I'm saying is in India is so unique that we have exclusive and bougie experiences already, and that is the wildlife safari, the Taj Hotel, Palace Stores, Maharaja Express. If you want to go really that much, we have this stuff already. And my point is that tourism is always going to be important. Sundarbans, you can do that in Sundarbans. I went to the Sundarbans safari in 2009. But obviously the dissuading factors of these various things are things like trash on the road, your feet getting mucky on the way to the temple, and it's stuff like this that just doesn't do well. The other thing is the fact that the airport was Khatara, man. Kolkata airport was one of the worst airports I've ever been to at that time. So if your airport is not welcoming, how are you? And your bus station doesn't exist and that sort of thing. And your bus driver wants to kill you on the highway while driving like madness. Why would people want to come? So it's these sort of things which are ultra basic things that needs to be done correctly for things to be moved forward. And also the infrastructure. I was noticing the prompt you put up of the list. MotoGP track is probably not on the list in my opinion, because I wouldn't want a MotoGP set of riders and foreigners to come and see the bad side of India. No offense, but it's like I don't want them to come and see that. It's just because you'd probably best be placing it elsewhere, because people have not been able. That also just to incentivize tourists to come by saying free tax zone doesn't work, because tourists like to spread their wings and roam around everywhere outside these designated areas of niceness. So I don't think that...
No, the tax-free zone is for the people to come in and set up their businesses and their infrastructure and their real estate so that tourists and retirees come in.
Okay, so that is to make the nice area, which is fine.
Yeah.
But the bit to go out, people like to venture outside the nice area. So to really do that, you need good public transport. You need good non hafta vasuli free, non-scamming, like a Bangalore auto guy sits outside the Majestic or Kempegowda or a train station and does it. You don't need such people. And you need a good taxi service. You need and in case of attracting rich people to back, you need kamwalis. to be very honest, I didn't want to say it, but Kamwali and the Kamwali competition business in Bangalore and Hyderabad is next level, and Mumbai, compared to, say, this one, because all the Kamwalis, there's specific, some people even have caste requirements in it. So the cost is exponential. So that allows the various economic stratas to survive and thrive. My point is that unless these things are, to conclude, unless these things are, congratulations everybody, congratulations. Yeah, this is honestly, what, let's end it at, this is fantastic. Thank you everybody, this is fantastic. Good news.
This is fantastic, but Jagannath Chatterjee as higher education minister makes no sense, but it's,
Okay.
I guess, Shubhendu is the minister anyway. But at least cosmetically,
I hope it's not Dharmendra Pradhan, that's all it is.
One question.
Jagannath Chattopadhyay is the Dharmendra Pradhan of Bengal. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
The
think
peer
obviously
thing,
putting this
what was
people
your
in
friend
education-
suggesting?
Wait. Let me hear Skanda's point. Yeah.
The spear, 7th point or something like that. What was your friend suggesting? Government should build that, or government should allow anyone to build that?
Allow.
That's
Allow
fine.
or incentivize further so that these things happen in West Bengal. Yeah, go ahead, Anand. What were you
So
saying?
I was asking, is the BJP obsessed with putting Dharmendra Pradhan type people in every education sector all over the
BJP
country?
is not obsessed. RSS is obsessed.
RSS. Yes,
Yeah.
I kind of make sense.
But
Yeah.
what is going inside their minds? I'm wondering
They don't have
RSS
it.
is mine.
why.
They don't
Yeah.
have it. Clearly.
RSS is mine. I'll tell you, Abhay, clearly. RSS has observed that the left took over the educational institutions and achieved something with it. So RSS thinks they'll also take over the education institution and automatically something will come of it.
But
They don't know
have
all the
Dilip
other
Mandal,
stuff that
Dilip
the
Mandal
commies
and
did.
all these Lauda Lasan people
Why
in
can't
the
they-
thing advising.
Just one point.
Sorry.
Why can't they put competent people in those positions?
RSS
Because-
doesn't think
No,
they
I-
are competent. The people you consider competent are not the people RSS considers competent.
No, that's not why. Because if you have competent people, you can't control them. Competent
Of
people
course.
challenge your authority in the center. And the problem, I feel bad agreeing with the Congress on this, but the RSS is too much of a like a centrist kind of central control type architecture. They're like, oh, I don't want. I think people work. I'm not saying RSS people don't work on the ground individually, and they do work on their own. But when it comes to control and policy, the RSS is like, no, I don't want anyone locally to control the policy. I want to decide what the center will say. Like central RSS will decide what everyone else will do. Like that's ridiculous. You
But
run
ultimately,
And
the vision-
I think case in point is that UGC protests. You see, the people who were opposing that UGC regulations were not brutally, but they were very staunchly stopped from protesting on, not on streets, but in Jantar
They
Mantar.
allowed
They were
cockroach
not
Janata
given
Party to do it, but
permissions.
not
They
them.
were house arrested. Ajit Bharti openly talked about it. They were house arrested, and all of those things happened because they were challenging the central authority of BJP RSS ecosystem.
I don't think it's-
Also, the UGC protest would have actually taken away votes from the BJP. No one who's in the cockroach party protest or supports it would have been voting for the BJP anyways.
Yeah,
They let them do what they
they're
want.
heavily playing into the vote anyway factor.
Yeah,
who in the-
the BJP does this very brilliantly. Constantly, we are 5 days away, 10 days away from the government falling. So you'll have to keep voting for us, otherwise we are dead, we are gone. What will happen to you when we are gone? BJP is very good at doing that. So they keep drumming up all of these protests. 200 people showed up for the Cockroach Janata Party protests.
No, but my
So-
point
thing with Cockroach Janata Party is, you see, people were not taking seriously. These people who are running Cockroach Janata Party are not very highly educated, highly competent people.
They're not. No.
Okay, they are not taken seriously. Other than that,
I thought
their
they
protest
were.
against education system.
They aren't highly educated people
Other-
from
Not
Ivy Leagues and stuff.
educated. No. So they're not educated.
No, listen to their views, Sada.
No. Dada, no.
Arey,
Can I just step
let
here?
me-
Sorry, Abhay.
let
Sorry.
me- Let me come in. That is, they are not very educated, and their views on other issues, other than this education issue, if you look at their views on other issues, 50% reservations for women,
80.
80% private reservation, yes.
80% reservations in the private sector, then they will support Umar Khalid and Sharjil Imam. Then this one of them said that we should bring back 370, Article 370. Who will take them seriously?
No, I think they.
Then-
Yeah.
You understand why BJP wanted to give them a platform, but not the UGC protesters.
Hmm.
But these are
Yes.
these are the
Yeah.
people who
बीजेपी
oppose
held
us.
our eyes and said, देख मदद देख क्या है सीजेपी
Yes.
असलियत सच्चाई
So
guys
मिलेनियल्स के लिए वो भारत तेरे टुकड़ों में जो था ना, this was that for Gen Zs of India.
Wait, don't see this.
चलो
While
तुम
the
इसके साथ जाओगे, इन घोंचुओं के साथ जाओगे, बीजेपी
Wait,
को
wait.
छोड़ के.
While it may
मतलब
be funny to laugh, while it may be funny to laugh at the CPP, you understand it's a very interesting concept in political science. All over the world, it happens. You put trial balloons.
of course
Remember, you will be very
Yeah.
careful on this. While the BJP
Yeah,
may benefit temporarily from this
Yeah.
nonsense that people are doing, unfortunately, it is useful to
festers.
seed crazy thoughts in younger generation people. And
Anand,
this is the danger.
they don't even need to have good ideas in the end, because if they stay in the game long enough, all the
they'll win.
anti-incumbency, they will benefit out of it.
Yeah.
That is my point. My point fundamentally is my problem with the BJP is this: they don't take things seriously, threats seriously. They think everything is हाँ हमने election machine बहुत अच्छा है, हम local कार्यकर्ता से कर लेंगे. It will work. You don't understand. It takes a second. Look at what happened in Tamil. Exactly what happened in Tamil Nadu. They thought we didn't even discuss Tamil Nadu first of all. That's because that's the most
Yeah.
important.
And we're
part
not
of-
going to my StreamYard maar dega mujhe.
Let me finish this. Let me summarize this point.
Yeah,
BJP thinks that if they do their standard, they're the well tried and tested कार्यकर्ता से अब जाके campaign करेंगे, blah blah blah, narrative डालेंगे, nothing will happen. They will guarantee go by plan. See what happened in Tamil Nadu. All the hard work that Annamalai put went straight to Vijay. Because it required him to just put the right trial balloon in the right time, and all the energy just got sucked up in one go. This is what the
BJP
BJP
and
will
RS
absolutely again if they don't pay attention. In Madhya Pradesh, for example, they are not paying attention to Madhya Pradesh. They're ignoring it. The problem.
Rajasthan. Also
look,
Rajasthan.
one point. That is I have this is my pet peeve, that BJP RSS has this excessive obsession with working on the ground or working bottom up. So much so that they ignore policy at a central level, and the impact
Yeah.
policy has
Classic
on the masses.
anti-intellectualism.
Yes.
See, policy has to be drafted by
That-
few people. It cannot be drafted by large number of individuals. So if
Yeah.
few people are doing it, they will get the credit.
No,
RSS
just to
line of-
add to its Kanda.
One second. RSS BJP line of thinking is we need people who believe in karmanyavadikaraste mapaleshu kadachana.
Mapaleshu
They
kadachana.
just want that one. So they don't go for few set of individuals also. Yeah, guys, go ahead.
Okay. People to believe Karnataka Papalaso Kadachana. But they won't set up an education system which will imbibe such values in people.
Abhay, you are not audible to me. Others?
Hello.
I'm no same problem.
Am I
No.
audible?
Mike,
No, you're cracking.
Come
It's
back,
cracking.
maybe Ritvik or others
Okay.
let them.
Oh yeah, no. So all I wanted to say is this, which is that the again, hit the iron when it's hot. They don't do it. First thing, the policy part is classic because the RSS is seemingly Gandhian or Ambedkarite or whatever. The anti-intellectualism is already there. Gandhi was, what do you call it, a rich boy who didn't know the problems of the common man and made extrapolated assumptions. Same with Jawaharlal Nehru. And he was busy indulging the wife who separated away from the child pedophile, person. You know what I mean? Like, my point is that the RSS has thought paralysis, like blockade. It's just can't select it through, and it's because that mechanisms that enable this selection and going through and all that doesn't exist anymore. Obviously, they do good things in terms of protecting
Ghar wapsi, love jihad.
Ghar wapsi and love jihad. Thank you. Yeah, that they just do. Those are good things. We cannot obviously separate it. But this part, this intellectualism part, is a major problem. So the
Finance and education, RSS should not be touching with a 10-foot pole.
Even Kushal Mehra admits it, right? So my point is this: people like CSK Vanguard should be that sniper rifle to whack it through in one shot. And the only way to do that is by finding the right contact and network.
Yeah.
Like only way
Yeah.
I see it.
Okay, guys.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, you are.
Finish your point.
Yeah.
Then we'll end the live stream
Just-
and check
just
out this
last
list.
point. Just now people mentioned that RSS's policy is karmanyavadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Fine, understood. But they won't go to the policy level and say that every education institution needs to imbibe these values in children. They will say we will do it from ground up. You keep doing it from ground up, it will never happen.
No.
Abhay, the point is, they
problem
want the
is-
children to go to school to learn languages, 3 languages, and other things. These things they want parents to give it to the children.
I don't follow.
The values which we are talking about, right? He gave the example of that: do the work and don't expect the results.
Yeah.
All these kind of values, they want the children to inherit from their parents. In the home, they want to inherit. They don't want to go into the school level, and they don't want the teachers to teach.
They're over relying on the parent to be the educator.
Yeah. One of the RSS
I just don't think the current RSS leadership is equipped to do all of these things. Frankly, I think that change of generation that happened in the BJP from Advani to Modi, that thing's equivalent. I mean, that change of mentality did not happen in the RSS really. So they're still all perpetually in defensive mode where we are in the opposition. They have not switched on into, okay, now we are the people in governance. We need to think about policy.
No, the BJP.
Ruko. We'll take up RSS bashing for another day. We'll have a separate stream for RSS bashing someday. Right after.
There was a point about Tamil Nadu that I think Anand, you needed to step in.
Anand?
See, what you specifically asking question? I got lost. Like,
No, sorry.
No, did you have something to add about Tamil Nadu?
But what did you had a point to add about Tamil Nadu?
Tamil Nadu is very simple. This is very clear about what has happened in Tamil Nadu. The thing with the BJP leadership in Tamil Nadu is they are entitled to the core. They think they deserve to be there. Like, I've been hearing this argument everywhere. Oh, we've been working so hard for so long. Yes, sir, you've been working so hard for so long and got 2% freaking vote. It shows you're incompetent and you need to get the fuck out of the way. What is this? This is a typical, I've noticed the BJP thing. Oh, we are Karyakarta. We've been working for so long. We are seniority. Same thing. Why do they rely on bureaucrats so much? Same thing. Oh, we've been working so hard for so long. So show what you did with that so long, so hard.
One quick thing, Anand, before you jump back, this was exactly the mentality of the BJP in Bengal before Shubhendu really came to the forefront. This was exactly the mentality of BJP in Bengal. Why are we taking all of these people? Who is this Shubhendu who's just come in? We have been the people who've been fighting for so long. For 20 years, we've been in the BJP. Look at all of these people who have come in. Why should they get all of the juicy posts and all of the limelight? Exact same mentality.
I think our mentality is such that we prioritize seniority over competence.
Not argument. Don't tell
younger
all
people being more competent than old guards is something that old guards cannot tolerate. So I refer to them as Buddhas who cannot tolerate people younger than them. This Satyai way people cannot
That's a general
people
Indian
younger
mindset.
than
This
them.
happens in colleges also.
Younger than them being more competent than them. And
Because
this is a general boomer mindset that I've seen.
Not boomer mindset. It's even among our generation. No.
It is a mindset of people who are touching 60 that देखो भाई हमको जीवन का ज्यादा अनुभव है तुम हमको सिखाओगे. This mentality is there.
In that way, that's blasphemy, right? In the sense that you're bade pe blasphemy karna hai. That is basically blasphemy. They can't stand the audacity to question.
Imagine you have a fight with your grandfather and he files a 294A on you.
No. Let's not do too much old people bashing because I know a lot of middle-aged people also behave like this.
No,
so I've lived so much. I lived like 10 years. What do you
Ludwig,
know?
do you know why Anand is saying this? Because he's about 10 years older than me even. He's closer to that generation. That's why itna sympathy hai.
But my point is more fundamental. The point is that because of his attitude, what happened was they didn't let the guy who actually knew, like what Shashi said. I don't think BJP studied Tamil culture. No, Annamalai studied Tamil culture thoroughly. That's why his attack on the TMK was using Tamil culture. What you know what? This was a very good example of one journalist who's aligned to BJP regularly on say News 18. Huh?
Gurumurthy.
No, not about Guru. I'm talking about another one. News 18 is a journalist on News 18. He is very, very English spoken, very upper class. And I can speak really good Queen's English. Annamalai was whipping himself with the thing one time, right? Do price chip versus the horrible things DMK did. You know what he said? What kind of behavior is this? How can this be positive? How can this? Because he's like, I don't care. I'm a bougie upper class guy who likes the BJP. What is this Tamil boy in Tamil Nadu going to do? This weird old style.
Is that journalist?
Was it Anand Narasimhan?
No.
Is
Suhail
that
Seth is a marketing guy, no?
Seth?
No,
No,
not.
he's a marketing guy, I think.
It starts with R. His Pappu namesake.
R. Rajagopalan.
No, Pappu namesake.
Oh,
Rahul.
Rahul Shivashankar. Ah.
Okay, he's like, and one more thing, there's some Hindu burnt himself alive. And he's like, oh, how can he do? I'm against some Hindu burned himself alive was dharma. He's like, how can this Hindu burn himself? Isn't suicide blasphemy? I'm like, are you Hindu or are you a Christian? I can't support
Self-immolation or Atmadaha has been a very old concept in Hindu Dharma.
So my point is that,
by self-immolation.
So my point is that the people are not allowed to in Tamil Nadu are not allowed to. Annamalai is not allowed to build the party because there are other people controlling him. And then people are asking him, why do you leave the party? Yeah, obviously he has to leave the party. No one's allowing him to do his work. They're like, no, you go to Rajya Sabha. Like, what will he do in Rajya Sabha? He cannot do anything in Tamil Nadu.
Nothing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wait, so to question Anand, since you just wanted to ask these things. One, so is it true that the DMK has co-opted people in the BJP Tamil Nadu? One. Second. Okay, that you don't. Okay, that's fair enough. Second thing is, do you think Annamalai will build back that base again, and will he be pro-Hindu again or no?
No, he is pro-Hindu. That is very clear. He will build back his base, but he will not build.
So people insinuating that he will not be pro-Hindu again is just they can't digest him.
Dumb people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. He has to look at his parents, his family in the eyes, and very clearly you can make out from him. He is not the kind of person who, like, I could be wrong. Okay, I'm mostly not wrong, but I could be wrong. But I don't think he's going to abandon. And Jaisa Deepak speaks up for him. So, and for me, the one person
Trust.
the trust. Yeah, exactly. Trust like quite a bit is Jaisa Deepak. Okay, the guy has never backed off from his principles. Not once. Not once.
Yeah.
Even the caste thing, he moderated it. He never backed off from. Like, so I'm never going to doubt Jaisa Deepak's confidence.
No, because he understands the thought evolves over time.
Yeah. Of course.
On that happy note, we'll end the discussion now, unfortunately, because of simply StreamYard shenanigans, and as well, I these days don't want to go above 3 hours. So just to recap, this has not been covered by mainstream news as of now. This has been posted by our favorite journalist Shuman Chattopadhyay on his Facebook page, and he has written after writing this list on the last line. He has written in Bengali that I forgot the rest of it, so I couldn't post it. He has practically been told over the phone, I guess. So. Dr. Shapon Dasgupta is the finance minister. Jagannath Chatterjee is the higher education minister. Taposh Roy, whom I also interviewed, who was the pro-tem speaker for a while after BJP came to power, he's the industries and commerce minister. Health has gone to a deserving person as well, Dr. Shardat Mukherjee, very, very erudite, educated doctor. Dr. Shankar Ghosh from Siliguri, former CPM DYFI SFI, great guy, very, very able politician, and I interviewed him as well. Probably the first BJP politician, probably the first politician I ever interviewed from this channel. And he is the tourism minister because he's from the north. So North Bengal has tourism vibes. So North Bengal guy gets tourism for no other reason. He would be a great fit for lower school education, in my opinion. But I don't think school education and higher education has been separated this time. Dr. Ajay Poddar is the Burdwan West MLA. He is the
What's CM?
We don't
No.
know about Ajay Poddar and
Wait.
Jagannath, the outsiders. Can you explain? Like, can you tell us? Not explain. Can you tell us something about them?
CM will have Home Ministry, Land Ministry, Power Ministry, which used to be with Arup Biswas, and Law and Order as well. So CM Shubhendu will be the Law Minister as well. Yeah, so I'll talk about Ajay Kumar Poddar, but I think there's some text issue and therefore his ministry is not being visible here. I'll just
Also,
check
what
out
happened to
Shubhendu Poddar
Agnimitra Paul?
So can you tell me what
she already got a ministry, child and women's development.
Women's welfare. Yeah.
So stereotypical. Why can't they put a man for women and child? I don't understand. This is
Yeah,
the typical put a woman in charge of women and child and put a man in charge of
And
competence.
and the problem with this is they stereotype women.
Yeah, and even men also.
Actually, what happens is that we will give some ministries to women which are associated with women. Beyond that, women will not get any industries. They are
And
only
men
good for
also.
women-centric issues.
And
That is
men
how
also.
the
Even there
stereotype
also-
happens.
Maybe
But
men
even
can be
there
good.
also, women never get textiles. You know.
Why do we have a separate ministry for women in the first place?
So I'm so happy there's no cooking ministry, chef ministry. They put all women there.
Oh God,
Yeah.
that would have been.
Now,
No, there is
Jagannath
women
Chatterjee is a
ministry, right?
Jagannath Chatterjee is a long-time BJP guy, but he used to be accused of being a liaison for Trinamool, and allegedly he used to have a setting with Trinamool in his locality, etc. And therefore there was huge anger against him in the party. There were posters in his constituency demanding his ouster from the party, etc. But maybe that was for other Dhurandhar type of reasons, or maybe he was just surviving and therefore doing liaison, etc. That's all we know about Jagannath Chatterjee. And he was one of the people after the election results to be fully in front of the camera, take his camera crew and go to the homes of former Trinamool people and Muslim Trinamool people who had been harassing or killing BJP supporters for all these years. He went to their houses and said that nothing of that sort will happen. If one guy had already started doing some ruckus in front of their house, and he said, "No, I apologize. None of that nothing of that sort will happen. Even though you all did that with us, we won't do the same with you all." So he was that person. And Taposh Roy, you all know, Sharad Dutt Mukherjee, Shankar Ghosh. Shankar Ghosh is from DYFI. And Ajay Poddar, what ministry he got, I am not clear because I checked out so much about the status again, and it's not, there's a typo there as well. So he probably just mistyped it, and we don't know what ministry he's getting. It does not matter anyway because he's not a significant face, and there's no significant ministry left to be given to him. So all Brahmins by the Kaisers as well. So BJP is not playing caste politics. BJP is not playing caste politics anytime soon. So we have a Boido Finance Minister, Brahmin Education Minister, Kayastha Industry Minister, Brahmin Health Minister, Kayastha Tourism Minister, and others. So we don't know what ministry they have. Yeah, Anand, what were you asking?
Our health minister, Sharad Dutt Mukherjee. What is his specialization? What is he? GP or?
Yeah, I'll
Any
just
idea?
tell you all.
A second
I'll
question
do
to
that.
follow up, Dada, is the health minister responsible for Arjikar and this other investigations, or was it who is somebody else? Apart from Shubhendu?
Until BJP came to power or now?
No,
It's all under Shubhendu.
it's all in Shubhendu. Okay.
Home and
Yeah.
normally home. It's kind of
No, because I have a very wild theory about that, which is I think there's some shady organ trafficking going on there, but I'm not sure.
Yes, and that's very believable.
Yes.
Yeah, Sharad Dutt Mukherjee is
I'm
an
not the-
oncologist.
Oh, thank God! I genuinely thought I was the only one thinking this.
This is actually good. Because my reason I asked this question was because Bengal is on the border of Bangladesh, and the large number of children coming in, that could be an important thing that the health minister needs to handle. Too many children, one woman having 10, 15 children.
Not related to anything. I'll give you one statistic. I may be wrong, but I think Bengal accounts for 1/3 of all missing women in India.
Mental-
So child trafficking, is it, or is it female trafficking?
female
All,
prostitution.
everything.
Scary.
Because simply because they had no other earning avenue and stuff.
It's a lot.
One request, Neerajan Da, not related to what we're discussing right now, but we would really also need to touch upon West Bengal, North Bengal some other time. So, if possible, maybe a part 2 of this stream.
Yes, we will have to. Polymerist, he's asking who's the Kanglu deportation minister. That means there is literally a ministry like that, okay? And it's under Shubhendu, obviously. And
What
that
does that
ministry
mean?
is called. It's called like looking after the deportation and marking of whoever is the Bangladeshi citizens, whoever are caught to be Bangladeshi citizens. There is a sort of an administration regarding that, and he has given it a name, and it's under him.
What
Yeah, I
the
think
hell?
it's a department under the Home Ministry of West Bengal government.
Is it true that there's 60,000 BSF deployed now?
I've not heard about it, but it would make sense if it's in fact the case.
No, 60,000 is the BGP number. Like they've shifted the entire BGP to the border.
BGP, exactly, yes, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I've heard that there are like 40,000 BGPs in total. So how are the 60,000 people deployed? I don't know.
The 20,000 are Jamal.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. It was a great, fruitful discussion, and we will take this up another day as well and discuss Bengal more specifically. Thanks, Anand, Abhay, Skanda, Rutvik, Rishabh, and everyone who joined in the live chat as well. Thanks, guys. See you all soon. Bye. Good night.
You're listening to announcements.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
রাত্রি এসে যেথায় মেশে দিনে পারাবারে তোমায় আমায় দেখা হলো সেই মোহনার ধারে রাত্রি এসে যেথায় মেশে দিনে পারাবারে তোমায় আমায় দেখা হলো সেই মোহনার ধারে রাত্রি এসে সেইখানেতে সাদায় কালোয় মিলে গেছে আধার আলোয় সেইখানেতে সাদায় কালোয় মিলে গেছে আধার আলোয় সেইখানেতে ঢেউ ছুটেছে এবারে ওই পারে রাত্রি এসে যেথায় মেশে নিতল নীল নীরব মাঝে বাজলো